Live, coming live. We're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Tenkaichi, Nihon, Saikyou, Bugeisha, Ketteisen. Read through. Match number 6. Match number 6. We were wrong. We were so wrong about match number 5. Happily wrong, though. Happily wrong. Hattori Hanzo. Hanzo won. Fantastic. Fantastic that Hanzo won, because I wanted him to win, but I figured I was like, okay, Kojiro, versus, yeah. I was under that impression that it was like, okay, we're changing history, but how far are we changing history? You know what I mean? So I thought that Kojiro couldn't lose in his first fight, sort of idea, and he did. He did. Of course, he fell into the bottomless pit, so I mean, I know he'll be back, but probably with some cybernetic enhancements, like some Kira ship from Bleach. But anyways, yeah. Also, great tragedy. Great tragedy has struck, ladies and gentlemen. Great and powerful and terrible tragedy has struck. If you guys have not noticed, I'm not wearing my aviators. I'm wearing Oakleys. I'm wearing sunglasses I bought many, many years ago. That's because tragedy has hit the aviators. Now, I plan on fixing them, but they were not fixed in time. So, anyways, yeah. So that's the thing. We do have Munagi Zero in here. Zero. Saying Redneck versus African Man 1610. Are we talking the year, or do you think it's 16 out of 10? I mean, well, okay. Justin Sears says, hello. I don't know why it's not changing it on the stream. I don't know why it's not changing it on the stream thing. Maybe some things are just not showing up. Once again, even though it says top chat, it is the live chat, so I don't know. Anyway, Justin says, hello, nice glasses. Well, I mean, they are glasses, and I suppose they are Oakley, so they were like, I was stupid and teenager-ish, and they cost me like over $100. So, but I'm still mad at my like $3 pair of aviators breaking. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. I'm gonna drill a hole in this. I'm gonna fix them. I'm an electrician. I'm sure I can figure it out. Anyways, yeah. So I am excited for this round, though. I am excited for this round. Apparently I only got to read 31 to 38, so we're going to breeze through the first couple and get to the meat and potatoes, and we'll see where we get. But thanks, Justin, I appreciate that. Met says, first, fuck! I assume that's exactly what he went. He went, ha ha ha, first, fuck! I'm assuming that's exactly what happened there. Monagi says it's Ace Monagi from Miscord. Oh, it's Ace. It's Ace. All right. Hey, Ace. Well, now that I know, I'll forget next time. But hey, Ace. How you doing? Looking good. Nice dress. Monagi said that was the year. That was the year. Okay, 1610 when a redneck fought against an African. I mean, I feel like that. I feel like a redneck fought an African man more than once. More than just in 1610. I might be wrong. I'll have to check my history books. Especially the American ones. But yeah. Med said, your glasses are slowly getting better and better. Well, thank you. I mean, these are expensive ones. They're dirty as fuck, though. Holy shit, I haven't used these in a long time. I thought I had lost them for the longest time, and I bought them even before I met my wife. So Jesus Christ, when did I buy these? 2009? 10? Something like that. I think I bought these in New York in 2011, actually. 2011 New York. That sounds about right. Something like that. Anyways, 2010, 2011. My aviators I stole them from my father, who doesn't remember owning them, so Just said, definitely a very good round in my opinion. Thought all the fights have been good so far. I don't count what happened to Adam as a fight. We have 6 people in here and only 2 likes, guys. Hit that like button before we get underway here. I was looking at my count here, and I have our big, strong African man. I have Yasuke as winning. Is that how you say his name? Yasuke? Or Yasuke? Anyways, I have him winning this fight, and I wanted Hanzo to win, but I did pick against him, so I think my record is still in the positives, but that or it's tied. I didn't get a chance to check before I started the stream, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, we've been streaming for 5 minutes. I normally wait about 5-6 minutes, as you guys know, or longer, to let people come in, but we got a chat going and everything, so let's start off. Let's go. Because I do want to do a few more things tonight. No more streams, but I do want to stream tomorrow. I want to do chapter 91 of Shumatsu no Valkyrie as well. So, because I did 90, 91 came out like 2 hours after I did it. I was like, fuck. So, had I waited one more day, or just a few hours, I could have done 90, 91 together, but not a big deal. So, definitely go check out my short if you guys are JJK fans. You guys might find it funny. I just uploaded it, so. Anyways, alright, let's get underway here. So, chapter 31 of Tenkaichi. We know that Hanzo just won. He's in bad shape. I'm glad he won, but I did like Kojiro, so, I mean, you guys probably saw the videos, you know, last year or whatever, so. Alright, let's see. Man, what a match that was to watch.
Oh, indeed, Inshun. It is precisely because this is a real match that the one with the higher combat skills does not necessarily win. This was a good lesson for you, no?
Huh. Now this is interesting. But then again, this is the Tenkaichi, after all. Chapter 31, Creeping Foresight. Hanzo won, but his left hand, it's... And Musashi said, shit. It's bad. Some sword that was you wanted to show me. Damn it. It can't be. My magnum opus. I guess in a feasting frenzy of monsters such as this Tenkaichi, all sorts of miracles can happen.
Akachidono.
Though, it just also just means your pitiful little grudge wasn't enough to make it here, I suppose.
What?
Hehe. Don't worry, Kanamaki Dono. There's no need to be upset. You still have worth being born into this world, even if only as to serve as the nourishment to make those monsters more brilliant. Jesus. Hanzo! Oh, the man, the myth, the legend. The man who should be Shogun. Let's go.
His voice. My lord. I'll be right there. Just stay where you are.
I love how he's concerned over Hanzo.
You came all the way here to me? You're far too kind. 'Tis what you are. Though, at least now I can boast to Musclehead too.
Collapses. Hanzo! The doctors! Take him to the doctors straight away! I mean, yeah, here's the problem. Kojiro most likely survived in the deep pit of, once again, Harlequin fell in it, Joker fell in it, every DC villain of all time, more so than even Marvel villains. They fall in the deep dark pit. Oh! Look away. They must have fallen to their death. Nobody could survive that fall. And then they come back to life. I grabbed onto a tree branch, and then I was raised by wolves for the next year, and I don't know how I survived, but I did, you know. The Boba Fett story. Book of Boba Fett all over again. So yeah, that definitely happened. Kojiro, I am assuming, is still alive. Hanzo looking in bad shape. It wouldn't surprise me that Hanzo won't participate in the next fight. It'll be Kojiro anyways. That'd be interesting.
Hanzo, to think even you would. Never would have expected you to use your arm as a decoy to beat him. Takigawa Dono. Remember what I said before the match, Yasu. He ain't fighting for my sake, right? I've lived long enough to know that I ain't cut out to be a ruler. What? But, if I do end up becoming ruler, I can at least say I know who I'm picking next. If this land fell into the hands of someone like Akuchi, heaven knows what would become of it. That's why I paired up with Hanzo to begin with. What say you, Iyashue? You ready to give ruling over this land another thought? Alright, see, I like this. This is getting a little more Kengan Annihilation Tournament shit. It's like, it's all about the power plays as well. You don't necessarily, the one who wins a tournament won't become the ruler. Someone can say, hey, I might be the ruler, even if they have to take the name and title as ruler. And you can be like, well, first off, I nominate this person to be the ruler in my stead. Or, if they're forced to be the ruler, they can be like, alright, I'm the ruler, you're my right-hand man, and you're gonna help me rule anyways. So let's see. Tenkaichi, round 1, match 5. Ended after a fierce and deadly battle with Hattori Hanzo's victory. That way, however. He should have fallen somewhere over there. We've searched this whole area and found nothing, sir. Impossible. Search harder. How the devil could this be? How can we not find his body? He should be able to see why Itosai abandoned him. But still, I suppose it's better than I did this for his sake. Oh? Now this is a surprise. Awake so soon. Sasaki Kojo. Okay. I'll admit, I didn't expect to see him so soon. I expected him to come back, like, in the round 2 fights and be like, you're not dead? Dun dun dun, telenovela, deer in the headlights, look. You know, I expected that shit. I didn't expect that's literally the next chapter. No, Sasaki's alive and totally fine. I did not expect that. I'll admit that. I knew he was alive, or 99%, but I was expecting to not know this until at least the end of the first set of fights, you know? Well, is what it is. I see. So you're the one who saved me. Akichi Mitsude. I'd say it's less that I saved you and more that I gave you shelter. After all, surviving a fall from that roof with only 4 or 5 broken bones could only happen with your talent and good luck. But if anyone found out you were still alive, it caused problems in more ways than one. Don't you agree? What are you after? You're not mad at missing your chance to rule over this land? I won't say this to anyone else, but I realized a long time ago that becoming a ruler of anything of the sort would just, well, bore me. I simply want to make the Tenkaichi more and more exciting. I feel like he's lying. Here. It's a gift from me to you. A gift? This is... Jisama. Hey, what was the point in that? Jesus. Now you're Kanemaki Jisai's puppet no longer. What do you say, Sasaki Kojiro? Would you once again like to work with me to liven up this Tenkaichi even more? I get it. After all, you still have some loose ends to tie up here, don't you? Yeah, totally re-entered in the tournament. Register the Lord of Satsuma Osaka. We will now begin the pre-battle ceremony. The battle ceremony, yeah. Alright, so let's see what people say. That's about halfway through the chapter. What are people saying about it? Justin said Yasuke. I think it's pronounced Yasuke. Okay. Ace says it's pronounced like Sasuke from Naruto. So Yasuke. Yasuke? It's because Sasuke, Yasuke. Okay. Met says, where are your 1,100 reviews for One Piece? They're there.
Or do you mean specifically chapter 1100? Should be there. I'll do a quick check. Just give me a sec. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. It was my wedding day. It was a wedding day. Sorry, I just saw that as a thumbnail somewhere. Let me double check. Here. Because, let's see, 1119 is up, 1118 is up, 1117, 16, 15, 14. So all my 1100s are up. That's 112. Let's see. Maybe I got covered at 1111. 1110 is right there. Oh, wait, you said 1,100. Let's see, 09. 09's there. 08, yep. 07. Okay, 07. Wait, I have 07 twice. No, there's 07. Okay, 1,107, yeah. 1,106, 105, 104. 103, that was around Christmas. 102's there. Yeah, 1,102 is there. Let's do one more page. That's 101. 1,100, it's right there. It's a reaction. It's not copyright striked. It has 2 likes and 129 views. December 1st, 2023. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's there. Ace said, Togo is known as the one-hit kill due to his always trying to finish every fight in a single slash. Yasuke uses endurance and attrition-based stick and shield fighting. Cool. Justice said, to make those monsters more brilliant. Are you talking about Hanzo? Hanzo is like the least monstrous guy here. True. Matt said, or you rolled under a garbage can like Glenn from The Walking Dead. I rolled under a garbage can like Glenn? I didn't watch The Walking Dead. I was zombied out by that point. By the way, 7 people in here. People only 4 likes. Hit that like button. Medel's in here said, gotta give that Ganryu Island duel. Ganryu. Yeah. I mean, that's basically... That's why I said I thought Kojiro couldn't lose for that reason alone. Justice said, always need someone to try and interfere with the tournament. Hopefully they do it better than they did in Record Ragnarok. True. Matt said, no, I mean 1,100 review videos. I mean, I didn't start reviewing One Piece until Whole Cake Island, and this is my 3rd channel. My first channel is a totally different, unrelated channel, and my 2nd channel got removed from YouTube for using thumbnails. All my 7 Deadly Sins reviews are gone, and my One Piece reviews. I started to review One Piece from chapter 800 and something, and I was reviewing 7 Deadly Sins since the first arc, and that channel got deleted and removed. So, it was actually unfortunate. I got copyright striked when I was on my honeymoon, so... I didn't know at the time, and I could have fought it, and then I didn't, because I didn't check my email, because I was on my honeymoon, and, yeah. And by the time I found out, they had copyright striked over 3 videos with no disputes, and then it was over. Matt said, I demand a video per chapter. Well, that would take a while. Alright, so let's get back to Tenkaichi. So let's see. Ha! You can stiff, I will diff formalities. Now then, seeing as all the Ashianchi have come all the way out to Osaka, I can't go back to Satsuma without becoming ruler of this land. Can ya get me or what? You got 2 Utes coming in here, chewing? Lord of Satsuma. Alright. And then we see, oh my god, what the fuck? It is gross. The fish reeks. A bold thing to do before our Lord. that monster. Togo, your lord's speaking to you. Answer him. The fish guts are good. Like, how dare ye? Huh? Eating, sleeping, killing. Old Don will know anything to beyond thus. Here, sir. 'Tis a prize sword belonging to the Shimatsu clan, it is. Prize sword. Grabs it. Stands up. Who's my prey? Here, sir. Steel armor of the Oda clan. Good. The Oda are the enemy. Let the energy, the aura, gather together. Then, kill them. Yeah. Alright, I cannot take these fucking, the way they're doing the sorry, you doing this Brooklyn accent is hard to make a concentrate on card games. You know, the fact that they're doing the them, and this is all we do. And we gotta go all New Yorker, we gotta go Brooklyn with this accent. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, my Christ in hell. No, I'm so glad I went with Yasuke. Because, yeah, fuck this guy. Looks like a bad riding. It was far too intense, and far too destructive to be called an attack. That felt good. My flesh and blood and your soul, Lord Yashunyan. Who we want me to kill or kill? Hehehe. Hehehe. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. You're freaking crazy. You're right freaking crazy you are, chewing. That's the strength of Satsuma. That's the strength of my sword. Forged the Oda clan. That sword could cut to the gods. We don't speak proper. We axe him. We take a hatchet to him. Because we axe him. We don't ask him. We axe him. We take the axe. We take the hatchet to him. You know what I mean? Fuck. This is going to be painful if these guys are talking like this the whole goddamn time. We, the Tatsuma Shimazu, stand behind the Jigen Ryu, behind Togo Chui, to wear this land from the Oda's clutches. Jesus H. Christ. Please, let's get to people who talk. They need to talk good, like what I do. We gotta afford these guys speaking lessons, Hugh. Ace said, you're going to struggle with the redneck accents of Togo and his boss in the chapters. This is going to be so sad. Joseph said, my friend read all of the lines in an Irish accent. It makes it so much funnier. That would be funny. Realist said, missed a Jamaican accent for his reading. A Jamaican for that? For that. That's totally Brooklyn. Jamaican would be literally... Wait. He's facing a black guy, and he did a Jamaican accent for the Asian. Not the black guy. Just so I have that clear. I mean, once again, if I'm going to be like cancel culture on YouTube, I want to get my stereotypes correct. I don't want to be canceled for the wrong racial stereotype. If I'm going to pull it off, I got to do it justice, right? You know. That'd be like, if I did the Asian stereotype for Yasuke, that's going to be terrible. You know? No, I'll give Yasuke a British accent. How's that? That'll totally work. Next chapter, 32. Alone before Fudo Miyoa, one man hones his killer instinct. Shigekata, it's here for ye. Chapter 32, The Great One's Cauldron. And how is it? I never thought the day would come where we actually use that. A crazy number. Fit for a crazy man like ye. There is no Jamaican in this. Like, what? How did he get Jamaican? Like, hey man, fit a crazy man like ye. No, see, ye does not work with Jamaica. How the fuck did he do Jamaican? Please tell me that was Yasuke. He did not do Jamaican for these fuckers. Like, Jesus Christ. Anything. French would work better than Jamaican. Please, for the love of God. He didn't take rednecks and make them sound Jamaican. God damn it. Noah's Stage, Osaka Castle. Man has to him some 50 years, and yet compared to the age of even the lowest of heavens, 'tis but a vanity of a dream. Is there anything once given life which shan't pass? Second son of the Oda clan, Oda Nobukatsu. A rather odd time to gather his retainers here for a dance. Just what is he thinking? What a travesty. Nobukatsu-sama truly is a fool. Gathered him here for a dance. I wonder. My lord, there was another excellent dance from you today. Ho, you praise me, the one everyone else calls a fool. You're truly a strange fellow for wanting to serve someone like me, Yosuke. Bam, look at this man. Look at this beast. Fuck yeah, let's go. Alright, so it's British accent time for this man. So we gotta do British accent, man. It's gonna be hard to switch between the accents. I can usually get it rolling if I stick to one, but it's harder to do it. Alright, so we're giving Yosuke, we're gonna give him his just desserts. We're giving him a British accent. Alright. So, let's go. Fuck, I don't even know how to start this. Okay. Oi. Let's see. I sense that your aim will lead to a future unlike any of that of the other daimyo. That is why I am here. Am I really worth having your support behind me? Yes, I believe so, sir. Ruling this land is not so simple as you think. Brother, Yosuke, I must say I'm surprised a man of your caliber wishes for my brother to rule. That's Nobutada-sama and Yagui Dono. Oh, this is a masterfully crafted Norse stage. Brother, I'm busy preparing for my match. Nobukatsu, you cannot stand bloodshed or war, and thus are not capable of becoming ruler. Huh? And you, Yosuke, go and find another fighter to take your place. Once I've taken control of this land, you will be among my closest aides. What? You are not merely another retainer of father serving by his side because you piqued his curiosity. When that Lord of Lords' head was the most sought after in all of Japan, you were his imperial guard, one of only two whom he wished to be beside in battle. Drove of spears, hails of arrows, and armor-piercing iron guns. In that hellscape of a battlefield, where death comes in all forms, you and Hinochoko of the godly physique were the two warriors who preserved father's life. Badass. Badass. You are without a doubt the strongest living shield. Yosuke, I know a lot of sturdier shields. I know not of a sturdier shield in this world than you. Thus you ought to serve a much more fitting lord. Everyone. Hold on just a second, brother. I'm not good when it comes to war, but even I've got Nobukatsu. I know it frustrates you, but you could never keep daimyo like Akuichi under... Alright, now I gotta switch back to the British. Alright. Nobutada-sama. Fuck. It's so hard to switch between them when I'm not used to using it for a while. Because I am British, but it's... It's what we get for Tostitos and blah blah blah. And I'm afraid I must decline. I'm afraid I must decline. Huh? Oh. I will not stand for you ridiculing my lord any further. And furthermore, Nobukatsu-sama is not as much of a fool as everyone thinks he is.
Indeed, I believe that Nobukatsu-sama will be the perfect ruler to create an era of peace. It can't be. What nonsense. Yasuke. Haha, I believe that's enough for now. Like, let's go, Yasuke. Stand by your lord. I'm no authority on government, but I'm sure you'll get along evenly without Yasuke Dono, Nobutada-sama. Munenori. All of us cling to our beliefs and dying for them. That's the beauty of the Tenkaichi. What I'm most interested in is the strongest living shield here. Rather than band together, wouldn't it be more fun to go straight for each other's lives, don't you agree? Like this. Oh, he's gonna try to cut him immediately? Yasu! Oh, you know he blocked it. What? There, you see? And now we're completely okay. Yeah, switch between that's gonna suck. So Ace said, man snapped the sword handle in half in one swing. Well, that's spoilers, but okay. Remember up to this point, Yasuke has like one line of dialogue the whole series. Just said, as a Jamaican myself, that's kind of funny way of reading it, not gonna lie. Ace said, Osaka people are stereotypical country bumpkins in Japanese media. Yeah, but I mean, Jesus. Just said, I still think Irish is way better. There was no ye in patois, the Jamaican dialect. Yeah, ye. Ye must be more careful with ye words. Justice said, honestly, a fancy British accent kind of fits how Chile is a lot of the time. But that's why we're going to go with it. We're going to do a little bit of Jason Statham with his accent. And he's going to be a badass who's not going to take any shit because he's your fucking suke. And he's going to go down there and kick some motherfucking ass. Now, if any of you wankers got a bloody fucking problem with that, you can kiss the left side of my right butt cheek. The left side, not the right side. You're kissing the left butt cheek, you gotta kiss the right side. You kiss the right butt cheek, you gotta kiss... You get what I'm saying. Ace said, not spoilers, it was when he cut that armor suit in half. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Snap the sword handle in half in one swing. I thought you were talking about what just happened with the Yasuke. I was like, what? Because we don't see what happened, then we jump into the Tenkaichi. I assume he blocked it or some shit, or like caught it with his teeth or some shit. I don't know. We're still in the halfway point. First round of the Tenkaichi, for which Nobunaga-sama has spared no expense. With the battle atop the tower now over and done with, 3 matches remain. Now let's begin. Tenkaichi, round 1, match 6. Our stage this time is the great Oni's Cauldron. This is nothing at all like the 5th round stage. What a cramped space. It'd be hard for either of them to get any space. This is what I'm talking about. Gladiator Arena. Let's go. This is like before the Colosseum was built. Gladiator arenas were very small, very tight-knit. Wow, this whole thing looks expensive. It's giving me tingles. Yes, okay. Now then, let us call upon the fighters fit to take part in the Tenkaichi. On the east side, Shimazu clan, enter this man. Never needs to strike twice. He's a Raiden reject with crazier eyes, a sword that slices through wood, pummels stone, and has butchered countless enemies. He makes steel armor, spelt wrong, give way like feathers. A man amongst men, from the chaotic island of Satsuma. The human cleaver, Togo Shige Kata. Oh, there's a lot of people here, Yug. Nah, they're all all the enemy, you know what I mean? Is it just me, or is this actually getting tingles? Must be his fighting spirit. Huh? What's that mean? And that sword there. It's clearly massive, and hasn't even a guard. The Jigen Rui of Satsuma.
Some say their technique can even split the earth asunder. That man is even more consumed by the pursuit of strength than Sensei was. Oh, I remember you. Togo Shigekata, founder of Teshai Ryu. He is cursed by the sword. Hehe. Yes, as you can tell but just by looking at him, Togo is basically a human sword. Anything that touches him gets cut. But think again, bucko. This fight's not going to be quite anything like you've ever seen. And I'm sure Nobunaga-sama will be pleased too. Now from the west side, Oda clan enter. This man came to Japan from a foreign land as a god's slave. But in his heart, he is a samurai above samurai. With his body built like a black tiger. He uses a shield-based foreign style of fighting. 1,000 spears, 10,000 arrows could never reach this man, a samurai from the land of the setting sun, the indomitable fortress Yasuke. Hurt the throat a little bit there. My lord, please get behind me. Yasuke, be careful out there. A shield? Damn that Yasuke. What kind of fighting style will he use? There it is. Indeed. He has true talent when it comes to defense. So he's totally unharmed. So yeah. Yeah, even this motherfucker. Because I liked William Adams. I did. But, yeah. Take what he showed us back there. Okay, he did the Eisen thing. A little less impressive, but he did the Eisen. He didn't block it. He didn't bite it. Enough of that shit. Against this motherfucker. A genius with the sword. Let's go. That would be typically more of a performance trick. One where both parties are aware where the attack will be. But Yasuke needed no prior warning. He carried it out in real time. In order to protect Nobukatsu behind him. The man is a shield. The strongest living shield. What I'd give to fight him for real next time we meet. Oh yeah, he wants some blood. You dare! My card deck is so much better than yours. You dare! Stand in the way of my armored lizard. And even so, the two of you, I don't even know what the fuck I'm reading anymore. I'm gonna say a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged bullshit, and that's all the line of reading I'm gonna do. Oi. I'm the shield of the Oda. No sword, no matter how powerful, could cut through me. Ha! The shield of the Oda clan, eh? That's a funny thing. Oh, this is basically like the strongest attack and the strongest defense. We're literally doing the strongest shield versus Dungeon Siege 2 called. It wants its story back, okay? This shit is done so many times. In all honesty, I really do want a tournament. A tournament like Kengan Annihilation did this. I want a tournament that doesn't have the expectations that we expect. You know what I mean? The strongest defense meets the ultimate attack. Enough with that shit. Subvert expectations. We've done this so many times. And it's gonna be... I'm not saying this fight's gonna be boring. I'm just gonna say, like, we've done this matchup 1,000 times. Like, Jesus. The spear and the shield, as they say. A clash of two perfect contradictions. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. Like, it's a little cliche. Oi, the sword of the Shim Sum Zi Zu. I'm the flame swordsman, Yug. I'll cool you down with my flaming sword of battle. And the Oda with it.
as long as I'm here, no harm, whatever so, will come to the Elder's rule. Let's go. An unstoppable spear, an immovable shield. When these two collide, just who will come out on top? Find out next week on this next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. This land's as good as the Shimatsu's. Suke, bring this land to me. Now then, Tenkaichi Round 1 Match 6, begin! Alright. That was chapter 32. We jump into chapter 33 here. Well, alright. Well, we might as well, nothing to catch up with the chat. That's fine. Let's jump right into, I guess, chapter 33. Jump right into it. We're moving right along. That's good. 40 minutes in, we're 2 chapters down. That's excellent. Plus the intro. We're into it. Let's see. The most perfect contradiction in the land. Let me guess. They're both at a... Waiting. Who will make the first move? What the? They're just facing each other, not even making a single... Yeah, you can read this like a book. Literally. This is most unbearable. This much tension just from them taking their stances. And what's more, the stage is so cramped, there's nowhere for either of them to go. Now we'll see the strongest spear and shield clash. Until one of them falls. Let's see. Give it all you got, Yasuke! Don't you dare fall here! What? Oh? You got a big voice, at least. Nobukatsu. Please, Yasuke, win for me, my lord. You're really falling with... Let's see. You're really falling with 7, that wee little romp. No one could ever take my lord's place. And that has nothing to do with you. As my lord's shield, I will protect the Oda clan and establish my lord's domain over your dead body. Let's go. See, I'm trying to do fancy but deep at the same time. I don't think it's working out that well, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying, guys. I'm going to keep trying. This would be way easier. You know, I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to do like a line read of like a Fire Emblem game or something like that where it wasn't just me, obviously, but I would play voice, sort of like Team 4-Star does with like Dragon Ball Abridged and stuff, and Little Creeper did with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, in the sense that you'd go through the whole game and stuff like that, but you would have like, I don't know, half a dozen people record lines, and you could record all the lines, get a good like voice or accent going for the character, read all their lines, really get into the voice, do all the lines, and then just cut and edit and do the whole system. I always wanted to do that, and in the same way when I do this, whenever I do live reads, I always wish that I could jump back and forth into a new voice so quickly, but I do have a hard time jumping. Like, I can do a couple, like, I can do 1 or 2 pretty good accents, I feel. Like, I can do a British accent, and I can do a very Cockney accent. I'm Cockney! You know, I can do the Coronation Street and all that. Hello, governor, and all that bullshit. I can do a really fake-ass British one, but I can do a real British one. And I can do a Canadian and stuff like that. But I find it very hard to switch back and forth on a dime, line to line, you know what I mean, jumping between them. Like, Seth MacFarlane is a master for that regard. Like, he can do Peter to Stewie to Quagmire to his own voice and back and forth, you know. He can do all that shit, you know. I'm less versed at doing that. Once again, I'm not a voice actor, to be fair. I've never even recorded for an abridged series or anything, so maybe that's why I'm just not practiced enough at it. But I'm gonna keep trying. Oi, Don fella,
or already said I'd kill ya. However, you ain't no bones, and you ain't got Call of the Haunted, so you ain't no shield and sword, and there'll be no domain under that runt. What the? Even I'm starting to feel the sparks. He's going Super Saiyan 2. Don't shut your eyes till you drop dead, to witness in all its glory the mightiest sword in the land. And he's literally going Super Saiyan 2. God damn, that is a pretty cool double panel, I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty cool shot. Everyone's like, what? Oh, shit, god damn. Whoa, awesome, this is totally unreal. He's disrupted the entire atmosphere in here. What an aura he has. That stance alone is enough to convince me the burst of power within that one strike could outmatch the godly strength of Hino Choco. Kick. The massive fucking, the boast that is practically the man she got to help himself. Now show him she got the kata waka. Show him your Jiganuruya wanga wanga. Who wants to hear a funny ass joke? And he's going forth. And here comes the strike. Yasuke. Is he going to dodge it? There. Foam. Wait, he dodged. He goes forward. Is he shield bashing? The shields stepped in range of the sword himself. And he actually lunged forward towards him. Oh! They clash in a crazy head-on collision. Oh! That's ecstasy for fucking what do we call this nowadays? I'm sorry, there's like 85 genders now. Last time I checked there was 56, now I've been informed there's 85, so I don't even know what to call these things anymore without being offensive. Back in my day, it was called a cross-dresser. Now I don't know what the fuck. I'm sure that's offensive too. Let's see. So the referee type person there is like, Jesus H. Christ. And all the people, all the retainers are looking on going, shit. Everyone's like, whoa, what? What's going on? Old man's plugging his ears because, I mean, goddamn, like, it's literally a tornado of dust and debris and all this craziness. And then, yeah, see, once again, getting a little bit off on the bit. Once again, we're not supposed to shame anybody for the kinks. But if they're going to display them wide open, I mean, I'm going to be like, you're licking feet, that's weird. Don't tell me you lick feet in the first place, and I ain't going to call you weird. But if you do it in front of me, I'm going to be like, you're fucking weird, bro. So, if you show it off in public, I am going to have a judgment call. I'm sorry. You know, weird shit in front of me is going to fucking be weird. I'm not saying that means it's wrong. I'm just saying, to me, it's weird. You know, this is my channel, my bar, my boat. And I'm sorry, Yug, but doing these streams makes it hard to concentrate on card games. And I love that people take me seriously sometimes. I'm just fucking around. Let's see. So, what just happened? Dare I say, that was more like an explosion than a slash? What? Yosuke. Ended the road for ya. And then, he stopped, the shield's broken, but he stopped the actual sword. Boom. Yosuke has stopped Togo's slash. Yosuke, you did it. That can't be. Shigekata's sword, the deft the armor, the floor beneath it, a complete banjax. What the fuck is a banjax? Okay. What the fuck is a banjax? What the fuck is a banjax? I just need to know. One little sheet of metal should have been enough to stop it.
Gui, well done, my shield.
That impact was simply beyond words.
I see. The instant Togo started to move, he lunged forward. And by meeting the sword before the slash could gain momentum, he was able to stop it, so that's what he did.
Had he been a moment sooner, Togo could have dodged and made a counter. Had he been a moment later, the shield would have been collapsed in two. Tricky defeat. The needs both resolve and the ability to see the crux of an attack to pull off. Okay, that one's going to be annoying if they keep doing that. Jesus Christ. Look. My throat is going to kill me by the end of this. That's why I'm drinking so much of this shit. I mean, Pepsi's great and all, but goddamn, I'm going to need some fucking water if I got to keep doing accents. Jesus Christ. Might have to grab a bottle of water.
Well enough, she'll call him the shield of the Oda. Nothing can cut through me.
Good way to end the chapter, just saying
Nothing can cut through me.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so before we start chapter 34, I do think I need to grab a bottle of water if I got to keep those voices up. God damn it, that's actually... I don't think fizziness is the right way to go, people. Gonna need some water, 100%. So before we start chapter 34, we already did 31, 32, 33. So we're 3 chapters deep. We're less than an hour in. We only have to get to 38, so we're starting the midway point anyways. I'm thinking I can go grab a water really quick. Realist Medell says, a lot of the fan base had the same problem with Togo and the Satsuma guy's dialogue. I mean, Jesus H. Christ, I can't do that. Miss said, oh, hey, Misk, how you doing, man? Did you hit that like button, Misk? Did you hit that like button, Misk? I hit all the like buttons for his streams. Said, some of the accents during this fight are certainly interesting. I mean, yeah. Even though fake ones that I'm making up. Just said, your voice acting is pretty good. No, it's fucking not, man. I appreciate it, but no. I always wanted to be a voice actor. I always wanted to be an actor, actually. I wanted to be an actor that's like my dream job, to be either a writer or an actor. I always wanted to create in some way. I wanted to do art. I wanted to draw manga. I wanted to voice act. I wanted to be a Hollywood actor. I wanted to do all those things. But I also realized I wanted to be a realist, and I wanted to be able to pay the bills and stuff. You know what I mean? So I made sure to get my high school education, go to trade school, get a good job, that kind of shit too, right? So, you know, you sort of have to trade off on your dreams a little bit. But my main dream was always to have a wife and kids and stuff like that, right? And I mean, I got half the dream for a little while, and now my future's dead. But that's okay. That's okay. We're not here to depress anybody. It's Friday night. That's why we're doing a stream, to keep myself from being in the fetal position. So Just said, oh yeah, this guy just has superpowers. That lightning isn't aura. It's just totally just powers. It's like the abridged. It's like, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, I don't see the difference. Of course you do. There's little zappy zaps. See? Little zappy zaps. That's crazy. Does that suppress the power of Hino Choco? I doubt it. Yeah, that's a little much. Ace said, even in history, Ranmaru was a trap. It's a trap! I mean, fair enough. So I'm not wrong in calling him out for that shit. Anyways, I'll be right back then. As I said, I'm just going to grab a bottle of water, guys, to go along with the Pepsi, because goddamn, like, just switching between the harder accents, the deeper ones, it's kind of hurt my throat a little bit. And I want to do the whole fight. I don't want to do 2 streams. I want to get all the way to the end of chapter 38 right here, right now. So, but I also don't want to speed blitz it just because I'm hurting my throat. So I want to ease into it, blah, blah, blah. The stream can go on as long as it wants, but I wanted to do it in one stream. So, Anyways, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Unmuted helps. We got le water. The agua. We got the agua. Good to know. Apparently agua is Spanish for water. Even though my wife is kicking me to the curb, I still like learning Spanish. Spanish is a beautiful language, so still like learning it. Still keeping up with my Babbel app and shit. Okie dokie. Sorry about that, guys. I know that's gross. Yeah. All right, let's jump right into it. And thank you guys very much for the 6 likes. That is definitely appreciated. 6 likes. Not too bad for a stream like this. Not too bad. Not too bad. I was actually going to do the Shimatsu no Valkyrie stream, the double chapter. I was going to do the 91 and the God one, but the new one, the spinoff. But I'm sort of glad I did this one. Because it's early enough that if it goes a little later, like if this ends up being like 2.5, 3 hours, that's no big deal. I still got shit to do and I can still do that stuff because I started early enough. So that works. Alrighty. So, I'm going to turn the, one sec. Just want those. There we go. Damn it. I sort of hurt my shoulder the other week working in the garage and never been able to get it right back. Once in a while it like kinks up a little bit. Not enough like it's dislocated or anything, just enough to like once in a while like I zig when I should zag and it's like, shit, and I sort of gotta roll it on its, yeah. Anyways. Alright, so chapter 34, top of page 34. Now let's see how many more swings you can take till that shield of yours breaks. Chapter 34, Katana. Oi. I just gotta start with the oi to get that bit of that Jason Statham in there. You are far from an ordinary human. Togo Shigekata. No shield can stop his sword. Ah, Maramuma Kurando. I remember you saying something about Togo's sword being cursed or something. What did you mean? When it comes to that sword, he's even more obsessed than Sensei was. Obsessed? No longer. Is that a man? But a naked, uncovered blade. So saying the whole body is a blade. The man is a blade. What ought a samurai to be? 3 years prior in the Kyushu. Born to a samurai family. Where are they? Reared in education and culture. And trained in combat under the Tashi Ryu. Where'd they all go? He constantly asked himself that question. How did this? All things considered, that man was a proper samurai. 87. The Shimazu clan is defeated by the Oda in the Kyushu campaign. We've lost. Den'o die here too. However, just when his earnesty had been utterly run into the ground, what the? A revelation. What just fell? Looks like a head just fell. A revelation came to him. Wait, he had a... Oh, okay. Just a weird angle. Defiant atop the bodies of the dead, drenched in their blood, in the shape of a katana, the god that had descended before him stood. It's beautiful. Shigekata let himself be won over by the god, and so in 1588, one day while in Kyoto with Shimazu Yoshihisa. What are you doing here, Mr. Samurai? Hyoi. I'm one of the folks at this temple here. That dude is a fucking creep. That dude has small boys' shoes and fingernails in his closet. I guarantee you. Seems like something's bugging you, is it? Ho? You want to be stronger than anyone else alive? What a mighty odd thing to wish for. You're a samurai, ain't ya? One that's accomplished enough to come to Kyoto with Lord Shimazu? I'd say you're pretty strong already. Even I don't know why. It's just been the only thing in my head lately. Hyoi. Well, I did give you a holler because you had a kind of freaky air about you. That said, you seem like you are possessed by something. But nope, you can't get any stronger. Why? I mean, look at you. You're a full-fledged, fully accomplished man. And once you've been there and done that, ain't no going any further. I mean, that is totally untrue, but okay. You can always... Look at me. I'm 33 years old, going to be 34, and I am going to improve myself. By the time I'm 34, you guys won't fucking recognize me. I am going to... No matter what you rank me at, whether you're a dude or a gal or whatever you rank me at out of 10 right now, I guarantee you I'm going to bump up one number at least in your digits. And so, you know, it's sort of like a guy can be like, you know, like you don't need to be gay or whatever to be like, that's a handsome motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm going to improve myself. The rest of this year is all about improving myself, and I'm going to improve myself to the point that by this time next year, I'm going to go up by 1 digit on everybody's scale. Just 1 digit. I don't care where you rank me at now, even if I'm only a 3 or a 5 or whatever, I'm going up by 1. If I was a 3, I'm going to be a 4. If I was a 5, I'm going to be a 6. If I was an 8, I'm going to be a 9. I'm going to do that. I'm going to 100% do that shit. So the idea that this guy's like, oh, yeah, well, you know, you're 40 years old, you can't improve. It's like, bullshit. Then what do I do? How do I become stronger? No, I've got to become stronger. strong as that katana. Yeah? Yep. You're possessed, alright. Must have been Providence that brought you to stay here, too. Alright, Toka-chan. There's only one thing to do. What? Get rid of everything you got. Okay, yeah, this man totally... Okay, little boy's shoes and fingernails. Now I'm thinking he keeps their eyeballs, too. 100%. He's keeping the eyeballs. Everything that makes you human, and everything that don't make you like a katana. Till you get there, swing your katana out in front like this. Because as long as you're still human, you'll never be like that beautiful katana. So, the church manipulated in this guy because he was drowning in sorrow because he lost a war. Okay, so PTSD meets grooming meets a lot of... Oh. Just because you're above the age of consent doesn't mean it's not grooming. I'm just saying. It's probably another word for it, coercion or whatever. But it sounds more accurate to call this fucking grooming. Because when you take advantage of someone, and utilize your powerful position, that's still grooming. You know what I mean? In a sense. You're still, caressing them into the direction that you want them to go and stuff. You know what I mean? It's... Yeah. Okay, so this is not a nice backstory. But someday, you might just be able to go beyond. My God. From that day on, Shigekata did as the strange monk said. Strange, keeping it mildly. I use the word pedophilic, man. Whatever. And devotedly swung his katana. On and on. With complete and utter devotion. My God. Like, look. Okay. There's an eyeball and half a fucking set of teeth there. Tell me that shit ain't Catholic priest touch little boys 101. Jesus H. Christ. Jesus. As he called to mind the katana that towered above all those dead. An eternal image, always present in his head. My pride as a samurai. My convictions. My friends. My family. My attachment to my life. All of it. Hone yourself to be as sharp as pure steel. To be a beautiful katana. Blooming within the lifeblood of this mortal flesh. It's very beautiful art. It's a nice shot. It's a nice pace. We're going with this one. It's a fucked up backstory, but it's nice. It's nicely done. It's nicely paced. And so the years went by. 1600, so 12 years later. Satsuma Domain. That time you see all that stud, eh? Gentlemen, this be the no-holds-barred bar fight. Whoever wins here, go out to Forsyth for all the assignments. What's a wee-wah. It was the match to decide the Shimansu representative in the Tenkaichi. Give it all you got. Satsuna Domain, combatant, instructor, teacher of Tashi Ryu. Higashi Shinojojo. Higashi, founder of Tashi Ryu. Watch yourself around that man. Togo, oi, you got yourself a style there called Jigen Ryu, huh? But today, all you pay back for what you did to my senior disciple. Huh? Jigen. Can't think of that. Is that what a monk called that style? Or do one remember any trivia matters like a senior or whomever, what? I am a katana. And a katana needs a strong owner. Till that happens. I cut down every last man who stands before me. And boom, boom, wait. And let me guess, it's going to cut right through the sword. What's this dust? What was that strike just now? And yeah. Just kind of right in half. Higashi! That did feel good. He kind of man in two. In one strike, katana If I heard him right, just before he struck Higashi, he called himself a katana. That strike there showed it. He too is in a realm far removed from our own. Wah, yes, that was great. Splendid stuff, Togo. Your sword's work is everything that Satsuma stands for. From this day on, the Jigen Ryu's in itself a new meaning. A man's restoration of the transcendence power. With your sword, Satsumatsu will take control of this land. Your sword is the strongest in the land. I caught your shield. Jesus. Alright, so we're back to it. God damn. What a backstory, though. Crazy. Crazy. Togo, what are you? That is a katana itself. And furthermore, a powerful one which has gone beyond the realm of man. There's nothing in this world it cannot cut. Lord! Yeah! Everyone, what? Yasuke? Yasuke? After all has been cut, the only thing remaining in the pure, unadulterated katana. Next chapter is Last Hope for chapter 35. Okay, so let's see. Ace said, even in history, you skipped half the chapter. Not on Mangasi, I didn't. Ace said, go back. Also, it's not meant to be 3 years prior. It's closer to 13. I said 12 years. I said 1588, and I said, so 12 years. Realist Middle said, creepy monk. Also, you skipped half the chapter. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Mangasi only has... It's where I read it. I'll go back. Let's see. Chapter 34. Let me see. Page, single page, long strip. Page number, there was only 31 pages to chapter 34 on Manga C. So, that's all I got, boys. That's all I got. We're going to go back to single page. We're going to do chapter 35. So I'm sorry I missed some of it. It is what it is. The next chapter has 29 pages. So, are you guys sure there's not a 0.5? You stopped halfway into 33, and you went straight to 34 after a water trip. Are you sure? Let's see, chapter 33. Let's see, they attacked. No. I read this, guys. The tornado. What just happened? Boom, he stopped it. The chapter ended with nothing can cut through me on chapter 33, guys. Once again, I'm not saying that you guys are wrong, like there's not a better chapter, there's another site. Chapter 33 stops on, for me, well enough to call him the shield of Oda. Nothing can cut through me. That's the end of the chapter. And then I went to chapter 34. Chapter 33 on Mangasi has, let me see, long strip, has 18 pages. So that probably does sound a little low. Don't know what to tell you. That's what I got. That's what I got. I didn't skip it intentionally. It's where we're at. I can tell you this happened in the other half of the chapter. Okay, just... I mean, if you guys have a link, I mean, you can always post a link to the full chapter in the general of the Discord, and I'll catch up with it. So if one of you has the full chapter, I have 18 pages for chapter 33. So if there's like 31 pages or something like that, just post them again, like post the link, I'll open it, I'll read it when I'm done 35, and we'll go from there. Is that fair enough? Manga C is usually pretty good, but sometimes they miss shit. So, anyways. So, we're going to keep going here with chapter 35, Last Hope. Hope is poison. Let's go, damn it! Yasawe, later Yasuke. Mother! Samara! Brother. The kid we bring with us. What about the other two? Shot his slaves, won't turn a profit. Kill him. Because once you lost that hope, it turns into despair. What? Man cannot defy his fate. Yasue. It was then that I learned. Never hold any hope. Oh! Togo's very essence is a katana. And furthermore, a powerful one, which has transcended the realm. Therefore, sure, you slash. To take it would be impossible. Then I'll, he's turning the whole shield, use the force of rotation. Nico style, I love it. Redirection kata. To send its power elsewhere. Nice. Yes. That worked. From the ground? Something is... It's like a ground dragon thing coming at him. Boom. Oh, and he got cut. Boom, 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 boom. And he got beat up pretty good. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What? The strongest spears finally hit the strongest shield. Clean through? Oh? So you're still alive, Shield of the Oda. Impressive move from the strongest shield. With his quick reaction, he was able to ward off the second strike while escaping fatal harm. Oh? The second strike? He's constantly got a fucking butterfly on his nose. It's kind of... I get it. It's kind of weird. There seemed to only to be one to me. Yes, the slash itself was indeed one strike, but when he let me guess, when he slammed the sword down, it created a ricochet, like a secondary, like... However, with that immensely powerful slash from Togo, a vacuum was formed, into which the dirt kicked up by the strike was succeed, giving rise to the second slash. If I had to wager it, though, it wasn't something he intended, simply a byproduct of his extraordinary strength. Togo Shigekata. He is too undoubtedly a man in a realm beyond man's intellect. So, Yasuke got damaged from an attack that Togo didn't even intend. I mean, once again, the damage is damage, I'm just saying. Even if he avoided a direct hit, that got him good. It's only a matter of time before he's utterly destroyed. You better be watching, Nobunaga. We, the Shinzamzu, are coming for your son. What the hell? He's a monster. No human alive should be able to get through Yasuke's shield. Just do something, he'll... There is. No need to worry. I can still stand. Oh, you can still stand, Shield of the Oda. Of course I can. Do you think this would be enough to break my shield?
Togo, I shall never break. What's this awe? In order to make the world Nobukatsu-sama wishes for a reality, I shall protect him to the end. What is this now? Togo, for that alone is our last hope. It is you who shall be broken. Now that's a shot. That's a fucking shot. Yosuke. Stop. Stop. Don't do this. 1576. Misa Palace, Province of Isa. Stay with me. Yuki Dono. Oh, shit. She gonna kill herself? No. I cannot live with the man who killed my father. Oh shit. Nor can I be wed to the Demon Lord's son. On this day, Oda Nobukatsu, son of the Demon Lord, came to know despair for the first time in his life. Buddy. I'm going to say right now, I feel him. I never knew true despair until this year. And let me tell you, despair fucking sucks. I think very few people go through true despair. I mean, obviously it happens a lot more in wartime and stuff like that, but I think in the Western world, few people actually experience despair. To their limited knowledge, they think they've experienced despair until they experience actual despair. And then, let me tell you, I don't think I've experienced despair to the, 10th degree, but I think, I'm, a 3rd degree black belt in despair, you know. So I get this. I'm feeling this. Yeah, 100%. Some years later, 1581, Nobukatsu, I hear father has finally forgiven you for your failure in the attack on Isui. Yes, I would rather just stay confined here forever if I could. So you've lost your vigor since the affair with the Kitabatake family. Come. There's something I'd like you to see. What exactly would that be, brother? I'll see you soon enough. There, that man. His name is Yasuke. Per father's orders, we're seeing whether he can be of use to us by pitting him against real bandits. Yosuke. It seems he was originally a slave brought here by the Christian padres. But he's truly a monster to be feared. While we're here, you see for yourself up close. Up close? Hey, a bunch of bandits! Come and take this man's head. Whoever does this, I, Nobutada, will give you 1,000 Rio. What? 1,000 Rio for that Oda boy? Hell yeah, easy to send him to take it out on his freaking nature. Tear him apart. Yeah? Oh, they fell for it. Brother, what are you... Look, he's already here. Please. Stay behind me. That massive back was incredibly strong, and yet somehow seemed lonely. What are you... Never mind him, the boy is behind him. He's our target. Whoa. Boom! Look at this man. Look at this man. What in the world is he? Are you at all hurt, my lord? Aye, most impressive. Yosuke. And thus, when these two met, his hand is held out towards the future. Their fates would be forever changed. I gotta say, since my main man, Honda, is dead, I'm going for this man. Yasuke for the whole tournament. Let's go. Let's go. He is my MVP. Officially.
officially, he is my MVP. That guy dies, I drop the fucking series. I'm serious. Like, Jesus Christ, this dude is too fucking cool. This dude is too awesome. This dude is too fucking awesome. Since Honda's dead, like he was my guy. The first fight, I was like, this is the man. And he could have beat Musashi, but it was like, winning without the fucking other hand, I'm not going to be able to continue fighting, so I'm still going to lose anyways. Might as well lose to this brat right now. Like, he literally could have won and said, I can't go all the way, so fuck it. Lose with some dignity now. If that dude's dead, then we got to go with this man. We got to go with this man. I'm sorry. And the Sword Saint's dead. Stupidly, once again, the Sword Saint clearly won, but the Sword Saint's dead. So like my two other pinch hitters are gone. I got to go with this man. $100. 100%. Okay, so first we have to read, before we get into chapter 36, I did promise. I promised. Oh, Ace sent it to me. No, that's chapter 34, man. Sure? I think he sent it. You sure this is it? I mean, I'll just open the link. It says chapter 34, but Manga Dex. We'll check this out. He's a strong owner. Bam, bam. Tucker, what are you? Boom. Cuts him down. Okay, so I gotta check chapter 33. You mean? Yeah, because you got me here on. You sent me the link for chapter 34, but I read 34. Okay, let's just click this. Go to chapter 33. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got? 36 pages. There we go. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. 12, bam, bam. Well done, my shield. Boom. Nothing can cut through me. Okay, so we're at page 19. So we'll read the other half at 33 before we get into chapter 36. We'll also check in with the chat first. Then I gotta go take a leak. In all honesty. So let's see. When after the water trip, Realist Medell said I can tell you what happened in that half. We're gonna read it. I can send you the Mondex link in Discord. Thank you. It's 36 pages. Yes, it is. Thank you for that, Ace. Also, nobody wants to talk about the fact that Nobukatsu has not visibly aged in 25 years. I mean, yeah, whatever. Realist Medell said, fun fact, the author wanted Honda to win. Why not? This isn't history as we know it. Yet Musashi and Kojiro are still alive. History as we know it would have killed both these motherfuckers off. Just saying. Musashi has too much main MC energy. You know what I mean? He's got too much MC energy for me. For this to not be history as we know it. He said, what about Hanzo? No, I like Hanzo. Hanzo's great, but he also lost a hand, and he's kind of done now. Like, I don't expect him to win all the way. He was doing this as an ode to the meathead, to Honda. Hanzo's cool and everything, but Yasuke, like, I'm not saying these characters aren't cool. I'm saying that who am I betting on taking the crown? Who's gonna win? You know? I wanted William Adams to win, but that ain't happening. But yeah. Honda's gone, so it's got to be this man. And my Sword Saint is gone, losing Terrible fucking fight. Fuck that fight. So it's 100%. It's 100% Yasuke. I tried sending the 33 link in this chat too. I mean, I have permissions allowed. I'm pretty sure you can send whatever you want. I got live chat, all message visible. Do I ban something? Do I have reactions, pop out, send feedback, community? I don't know. I don't know. It don't matter. It don't matter. I got it now. I got it set up now. But yeah, for the future, I don't think YouTube doesn't like links because they think it's spam and shit. So I probably have that locked on or some shit. Anyway, not a big deal. All right, so we're caught up with the chat. We're gonna read from page 19 of chapter 33. I know this is confusing, guys. We're gonna read page 19 of chapter 33. We're gonna finish that before we obviously finish the fight. Then we're gonna start chapter 36. So I'm assuming it was just a bit of a clash and a few other things happened. So obviously nothing major happened because I didn't even notice that I missed something. So obviously nothing major happened. But yeah, we'll be right back and then we'll do that. Okie dokie. So, let's get into 33. Realist Mandel said, Kichi was also the guy who sent Yasuke back into slavery. Son of a bitch. I already hate that motherfucker. Alright, so, page 19 of chapter 33, guys, and once we're done, I'll let you guys remind you that we're on 36.
Togo's slash is fearsome indeed. However, that very same slash burns up all the fuel his body has. It's a technique specifically meant to finish its target in one strike. And this strike is of Togo, considerably exhausted. Nice work. Togo's not the one to try anything crafty, so if Yasuke stops him here, he'll be able to... What is this? This unwavering surge I feel. Don't tell me. Is this strike still not? Thought this be enough to stop me. Oh,
he's gonna keep cleaving through. I see. See, I saw the tornado, and then the next chapter, the shield was gone. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Boom. He went through the shield. It's over. No, it's still going.
Expecting I might lose the outer shield. This is why the inside of the shield can come detached and be used as a buckler.
Buckler's a type of shield, by the way.
All that's left.
Just gonna smack. He doesn't even have a sword. He's just got the...
Is to bash his skull in.
He goes for it. And, boom. Oh, and he raises his arm to take the brunt.
He took it with his arm?
No, he didn't. This isn't a block. It's an attack.
You monster.
Boom. Okay. Alright, I'm glad you guys made me read this part because it is pretty cool. It's like he actually... So, Yasuke did get a strike in, but he continues the blow. Not again.
Damn that Togo. He's brought a cannon of war to a sword fight. Huh? Attaboy, Shigigata. Impressive. No less than the shield Oda.
Oi. Once yet twice with me the katana. And stay your resolve. Kakakaka. Fascinating. You're a fascinating shield, so ya. Now say it. How many swings you can take till that shield of yours breaks. And that's chapter 33. Okay, I figured it'd be a lot of they fight sort of idea. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, so yeah. And it's funny because had I read that and then jumped into 36, it would have worked out the same because he's got the buckler. Like, I'm starting it off and he continues the fascinating line from the end of 33. This is hilarious. You could literally skip 34 and 35 and not miss anything really realistically because he starts off with the fascinating. You think you can beat me with that banged out body, blah, 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 blah. The only thing he'd miss is, oh, Yasuke got damaged, you know. So chapter 36 is ambition. So here we go. Kaha! You're a fascinating one, so yeah. You really think you can break me with that bandaged up body of yours? Now come, shield of the Oda.
I shall not yield unto anything. Not until my Lord's will is made reality in this world.
Look at that man. 1581, Azuchi Castle.
I sincerely apologize for my lack of caution.
Don't worry about it. I just scratched it when I fell. It's my brother who went too far anyhow. Nobukatsu, second son of the Oda. My first impression... Oh. Sorry.
Nobukatsu, second son of the Oda. My first impression of this young man was one not common to his family. Very easygoing and gentle person.
But forget that, Yasuke. You're incredibly strong. You made sending those bandits flying like it was nothing.
Incredible? Protecting simply what has been asked of me.
You're really a kind man.
I am kind?
Yep. I mean, am I wrong? With how strong you are, it would have been easier for you to just kill those bandits, and yet you didn't. If only I was as strong as you, maybe I could have saved the one I lost. Okay, here's the... Alright. I like the Hanzo thing, and I want the man, the myth, the legend to become the ruler. But Nobukatsu and Yasuke, I feel like I'm starting to be a turncoat here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm turncoating for both. Because I feel this man's pain. Granted, my wife didn't kill herself because my dad murdered her dad or anything like that, but still, yeah, there's a despair, there's a hole. You know what I mean? And this, look at those eyes. Look at those downtrodden. He puts on the smiling face like I do. Fake it till you make it. But it's never the truth. Deep, deep down. Still a little boy in the fetal position crying. You know what I mean? And that's what Nobukatsu has. That's what Yasuke is looking at this man's eyes and going, this man is in so much depression, this man is in so much pain, and he's still just powering on through because he knows he's got to. And that, it's sad and it shouldn't happen, but that's what makes a man a man. Or even, it's not even just gender specific. It's what makes a person, and shouldn't happen, but it does. But the people who are able to crawl out of that depression, people able to crawl out of that shit by their own goddamn bootstraps, we block it away, we hide it and stuff, and I'm sure it's not healthy, but it's, you're not helping anybody by just cowering in the corner every day and letting the misery have you. That's not a solution either. So it's better to fake it, like this poor bastard's doing, like I'm doing every goddamn minute of every hour of every day, than to just lay in the corner and just wait until the rats start gnawing at your bones. You know what I mean? Like, neither one is healthy, but one is definitely a better alternative. You know what I'm saying? And I think Yasuke right now is recognizing this in the coldness, in the dead eyes. Look at those dead eyes right there in this panel. That's what that's showing. My eyes, the whole reason I've been wearing sunglasses the whole time is one thing, I don't even want to face the music. I don't want to face the camera. But I'm doing it because my eyes are dead. My eyes are dead. My eyes are gone, people. So, it's, you know. Even when I made that short today, I completely forgot about that. I was trying to be funny, and I was like, I forgot my sunglasses, and I'm like, well, it was sort of a funny little gag thing, and I put sound over it and stuff, and maybe, you know, maybe I'll finally be able to remove the sunglasses at some point, but consciously, I put them on, you know. Subconsciously, I don't, but I'm just like, yeah. You know why? It's actually a big part of it. On streams, it'd probably be okay. Like, I can do this. You know what I mean? Hi. I'm dead inside. How you doing? You know? But it's looking at my own face in the recordings whenever I'm editing. Because I got to edit every video and stuff, and I haven't been doing streams for a while. Streams are sort of a different story. I probably don't need to do this for streams. But in all honesty, I don't want to... I hate looking in the mirror. I hate staring at myself. I hate looking myself in the eye. Sort of idea. So that's actually the reason. It's not about other people seeing me in the eye on YouTube and stuff like that. And I still wanted to continue YouTube and not let this try to go on with my life and shit. But the biggest thing is that I don't want to look myself in the eye and realize that I failed, that I fucked up, that I lost my life, I lost my future, I lost everything. So that's why I do it. And I think, once again, that's all doom and gloom and blah, blah, blah. But I think that's why Yasuke's like, this is the man I want to follow. This man is going through a lot of shit, and he's looking to better the world, even going through his own personal turmoil. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's part of it. You know what I mean? Like, this is a man who was sold into slavery, and he's just, yeah, like. I'm really feeling this page on chapter 36. I'm feeling this page a lot. So let's see. No matter how strong he may be, one man alone cannot resist a great current. Huh? That is something I've learned the hard way. Yasuke. Guess you're right. But I don't want that. I want to protect them. The things that I love and the ones that I cherish, if nothing else. And I hope as the son of the Oda, that I can make a world where that's possible with my own too. The world will not sway that easily. Huh? I have had everything taken from me. You are undoubtedly a good person. But that desire you have to go against the world will be a poison to you. Yasuke, what have you... I never wished
to say that to him.
but the young man's words had somehow shaken my heart. To one who had given up resisting fate, and one whose spirit had long been dry, he had given water. At the same time I hoped that under this demon lord's rule, the young man would not mean the same cruel death that my family had met. However, we were given the orders from the demon lord himself. Are you certain, Father? They may have defeated us once, but you want us to attack that small province with such a massive force?
Listen well, Jason. I am loaning you 50,000 of the Oda's most elite men, as well as Yasuke. Lay low the whole of Iga, so they never dare to stand against the Oda again.
It was Nobunaga's decree of absolute victory. The second
Tenshu.
Iga War. A war which came to a most gruesome conclusion. 3/10 of Iga's population killed by the Oda's overwhelming forces. Yasuke, have we won? But killing this many of them, even the civilians, just doesn't...
Bugeisha-sama.
My lord! We've captured a straggler from inside the castle. We suspect she's related to a powerful samurai here in Iga. We could very well torture her and get us to tell her if there's anyone else with her. What say you, my lord? And he's shocked, he's terrified. Yasuke knows. Nobukatsu-sama. Nobunaga-sama's orders were to kill anyone related to the samurai of Iga. Oh, sorry.
Nobukatsu-sama. Nobunaga-sama's orders to kill anyone related to the samurai of Iga.
What order Nobukatsu could give at that moment had already been fixed by the great Kant that was the Nobunaga. Even if that woman and her child, utterly powerless, they would be. Let her go. What?
Nobukatsu-sama.
Nobunaga-sama, his word of this, he won't spare you. I care not. However, at that moment, Yasuke,
this is my will.
he chose the poison called desire. And thus,
Jason, why did you refuse my orders and allow an enemy to escape? Allowing any among their kin to live means their grudge shall remain, and they will once again turn against the Oda. Perfect victory lies only in their complete slaughter.
Now, I will give credence to Oda here, to the Nobunaga, because there's a reason you wipe out everything. They did it in the abridged series with Frieza, and it's correct. It's the right way to do it. If you're going to conquer a land, kill all its people. Not saying it's right, not saying ever conquer a land. I'm saying if you're going to be a conqueror, don't half-ass it. Do it like they did back in the day. Anybody heard of any of the countries that existed in, 3000 BC? Probably not. Most of them are already gone and their people already slaughtered and destroyed and forgotten to the annals of time. The reason being, when you conquered land, you killed all its people and you took the land. There was none of this bullshit that happened in the last 500 years where people like, oh no, there's still remnants of this, Like, anybody heard of Gaul? No. Gaul is where France is. There's no Gallians anymore. They all died because they were all killed by the Romans. Some made into gladiators, some made into slaves, but mostly they were all killed. They were Frenchmen before France was French. But if a Gallian was alive today, if somebody could trace it back and figure out, hey, you're in my fucking country, would they give it back? No. So it's one of those things where Oda, if you're gonna be a dictator with a divine, like, you gotta be like this. Now, granted, I'm totally on Nobukatsu's side of things, of the way of doing things. But we've also seen the problems with doing that as well. But it's still the right thing. Morally, Nobukatsu's right. Politically, and history will say, Oda Nobunaga here is right. So, depends on the way you look at it. If you look at it from a moral and a humanity standpoint, of course, Nobukatsu's right. If you look at it from a position, from a military, political, and economic position, 100% his dad's right. I know it sucks to talk about that shit, but it's the truth. Put it out logically on paper. Mathematically, it's like, yeah, these people will grow up resenting us, and they will one day work their way in, they'll worm their way into our servitude, and one day they'll stab me in the back in the middle of the night or some shit. They will play the 30-year game. They'll play the revenge plot. That's what happens. It's happened throughout history. That's why you never leave any witnesses. You don't leave survivors. You leave survivors, they'll come back and kill you 30 years from now. I mean, once again, not saying that that's the right thing to do. I'm saying that, like, the man gave an order for a reason, and he wasn't wrong in his dictator, way of thinking. Yeah, what he said. How can you be my son, yet still not understand that? Father, that woman and her child were mortally terrified, lest I judged that they would never again defy the Oda. What? And Father, from this day on, I, Nobukatsu, will no longer live as you tell me to. Huh? Oh? Nobukatsu-sama. Jason. Is that to say that you are now my enemy? Huh? Nobunaga-sama, you don't mean to actually kill Nobukatsu-sama, do you?
Why? You're so insistent. I just don't understand you.
Nobukatsu, you wish that you were not born my son. No. I'm glad I'm your son. It's precisely because I am the son of Oda Nobunaga that I am given this ambition to change the world. My ambition to create a world free from slaughter with my own 2 hands. Let's go. Yeah, we're going with this man.
At that moment, something that had been sealed deep within me burst open. I suddenly realized that I wished to see where his desire led by his side. He stopped Oda's hoe, and thus I swore to myself that I would be his shield.
Took the sword right, like, let's go. This man literally caught a swinging sword, shattered it, and moved. He gonna win. I shall make my whole being a shield to protect my lord's will. Let's go, motherfucker. Let's go. Yasuke. God, that's it. So that shield is your katana. Whoa, this stance he's taking. His aim is clearly different from what he's done thus far. Could he be about to... Yosuke, thankfully you'll go so far for someone like me. But this is as much as we can resist fate. We're here to change this world at its very foundations. So Yosuke, now's the time to blow it all away. Unleash yourself. He's going on the attack for the first time. What? This speed. This power he lunges forward. It's like... Oh,
A cannon. Everyone shocked, everyone looking. Fascinating. No longer a spear and a shield, but a katana and a cannon. When they collide, which will come out on top? Put your life at stake for everything you believe in. Katana and canyon. Or cannon. Next fight. Let's go. Oh, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is getting pretty intense. This shit's getting pretty good. Two more chapters, just shy of the 2-hour mark. Well, that's pretty good if we can do this in under 3, because it took me like do 6 chapters or 7 chapters last time. It took me 24 to 30, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it took me to do 7 chapters last time. It took me about 4.5 hours. This time to do about another 7 chapters, it's only going to take me fucking half the time. So I'm doing pretty good. Realist Medell says, Akachi was also the guy who sent Yasuke back into slavery. Ace said, even Nobutada is like, bro, can you keep Akachi in check? Like, if he's the traitor that got Nobunaga killed, if everyone is so wary of him and he doesn't contribute outside of trolling, just kill him. You would think they would think about that. The reason Yasuke was sent back into slavery by Akichi was because he thought of Yasuke as an animal that knows nothing and was not Japanese. Ace said that Tensho Iga war that Yasuke and Nobukatsu won with an overwhelming force was done at a spite and wiped out 30% of the people from Hanzo's home region, so that could potentially be a grudge. 100% there. Why didn't they kill Hanzo? Ace said, to quote Epic the musical, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Not a bad quote. I kind of like that. Rose Medell said, so the theme of this fight is how these two men deal with PTSD. At least that's my interpretation. I mean, Yasuke, definitely from Togo, Yasuke is already found his center. Yasuke is fighting for what he believes in. He's already come full circle. He's accepted his lot in life in a way. And he's... excuse me. He's fine with it. Like, he's found his place, which is beside his Lord, in trying to change the world. He's found his calling. He's found his mission. So I would argue that one of them is suffering from PTSD. I don't see how Yasuke is suffering from PTSD. Alright, so, color page spread. A center color page as the 6th match goes full throttle. Well, there's only one more chapter, apparently, so... Boom, boom, boom. Let's get into it. All right. Fascinating. No longer a shield, a spear and a shield, but a katana and a cannon. When they collide, chapter 37, katana and cannon. Which will come out on top? They clash. Boom. They're both going forward. All right, so Yasuke is really pushing hard. This man's probably never really had to defend for a long time. Gah. Like this fucking guy. Yeah. Poor white straight people like me on YouTube fucking having to read this and not comment on this bullshit. Otherwise we get canceled. It's so sad. Finish it. Let this be the end. I'm going to be really mad, aren't I? Phew. Jeez, how much freaking sand are they going to keep kicking up? Oh? Now this is good. That uncommon conviction has overcome Togo's inhuman cutting. Wait, what? So, what did he do? Just slam him in the chest? Togo. Let's see. So, we see his heels dug into the ground, sword at his side,
He seems to have his arm outstretched.
Togo, I'm astonished you haven't drawn back a single step from this blow.
I know he's spitting blood.
Now your lung is mine.
Oh, he bashed his lung right. Jesus Christ. Cough. God. His right lung's been destroyed? And Togo cannot get... And so he jumps back. Ugh. Well, he took out his lung.
What are you?
Get rid of everything you got, Jesus Christ. One more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing.
I gotta get rid of it, hey?
One more shot of my humanity. Once again. I've gotten close to that beautiful katana. Oh my. Alright. This double page is just blooming within my life blood. What the fuck is this? It's just... The fuck? The fuck? A man is bringing down lightning. It is an amazing fucking panel, though. Still Yasuke all the way, but god damn it, that is some shit. That is some... Let me tell you guys about a panel that's a fucking panel. Let's go. Shocking everywhere. Oh, what the... Truly fascinating. Even after losing a lung, his fighting spirit only grows. So this is the living katana, Togo Shigekata. Yeah, I like how they're doing the lightning flashes. I love how it's just spiky and the arcs, and yeah. Attaboy, Shigekata, this is Satsuma. This is my katana. How is he ever still fight like that? I'm so sure we were just on top. Yasuke, you must be there with me to move on into the future.
I see. Is this what it is? That unfathomable cutting of yours can only be attained after throwing away your humanity. Such a tenacious spirit is worthy of much praise. However, Togo, a man who has thrown away his humanity cannot bring about the hope that carries us forward. Therefore we will win. For our world, our future, my soul shall strike out yours. The pressure coming from both of them. The strength of one who shoulders his burdens against the strength of one who has cast them off. If I had to guess, this next clash. Oh my Christ, look at this double spread. This chapter has 3 double spreads of great fucking quality. I mean, sometimes this is what you get from like a monthly manga, especially a monthly manga that sometimes takes breaks and shit. Like, because you can afford the time to take your time and make these type of panels. You know what I mean? That's why I blame week to week people saying, that art ain't so great. It's like, shut the fuck up, you know? But this shit, this is gorgeous. This is a wonderful shot. This next clash will settle the great contradiction. I'll protect them to the end, or cut them down. Nobukatsu-sama and his will. All of the enemy. Everything I am is for that sake. And they go forth. A fourth. Alright, it's not a full double spread, but it's still a nice shot. Down low, rushing, up high, crashing down. Oh, looks like Monster Garo shit there. Give me strength to overcome this hell created by my failure to protect what was dear to me. And with my own 2 hands, bring about hope. I have a feeling I'm scared because we got a shot of him like, we can do this. We will do this. I'm scared now. I'm very scared. Please, no. Got what? Yosuke! Clash, the spear and the shield, having found light in the pits of hell, would let their souls collide and finally give the solution to their contradiction. He who is left standing shall be the answer. The end of the 6th match. I'm scared to know, guys. I'm actually kind of scared. I'm kind of scared to know who wins. I don't know. Were you guys on your edge of the seat for this fucking shit? Because I kind of am. I kind of did that just a wee bit, just a little bit. I'm a little like, hold it together, man. You're a man. Act like you got answers. Do some man shit right now. You know, let's chug a beer, smoke a cigar, and fucking act like we know how to change a tire. I actually do know how to change a tire. But still, and I know how to smoke a cigar. That's not the point. Just because I can do that shit doesn't mean you should. Well, changing a tire, yes. Everyone should learn how to do that. Everyone should learn. Actually, my wife was kind of pissed about that one time. She was stuck on the whatever, and she had a blown out tire and stuff, and she was so mad at herself because she's like, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I should have learned this. I should have asked about this for years. Like, she's like, I'm 33 years old, and I had plenty of opportunity for you or my dad or somebody to show me, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, because you feel so you feel like an invalid. You feel stupid when something goes wrong and you don't know the simple solution, you know what I mean? And it's it happens to everybody, but yeah, when you reach a certain age and something that everyone knows how to do that. You know, by the time they're a teenager, everybody knows how to do that. But if you've never encountered it, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. Yeah. But yeah, I am on the edge of my seat to know who won. Honestly, it could go either way. I could see it going either way. I think it's a little more in favor of Togo, but I'm hoping Yasuke because of the extra backstory with Yasuke. But I'm hoping. Ace said the art goes crazy this chapter. It does. That was the best art I've read all night. That was the best art. Realist said the fight has been the best panels. All respect to the artist. Like, yeah, honestly, this is one of the best fights. It has been solid the whole way through, paneling wise, and this chapter alone has some of the best art in the series. I would argue that. I haven't reread the series in a long time, but I would say that some of these gotta be, some of these double spreads have to be up there with top 5. Well, this is going to be under 3 hours, so that's fantastic. All right, so before we even do this, almost out of water. So, also it hurts to keep talking. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to refill this. I'm going to take just a short break, like 2 minutes or so. I'm just going to refill this, sort of stretch my shoulders, stretch my legs a little bit. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Give my voice a break. Then we'll do chapter 38 because I feel like I'm going to have to use my voice a little bit for this last chapter. But we're at the end of the stream, guys, so don't worry. Won't be a long break, and then we'll get right to it. And then that'll be match number 6. That's fantastic. I think this fight has been awesome. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad I didn't wait around for the stream because this has been fun. This has been good. But yeah, I'll be right back in a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, all right, baby, we're back. We're back. All right, let's see. Let's see what we get. So, yeah, the art goes crazy as chapters. What Ace said, Realist said, the fight has the best panels. All respect to the artist, 100%. A common complaint of the fight is people complaining that it's two guys hitting each other. A common complaint is that it's two guys hitting each other. Could anybody explain to these people, probably the people that hate the real tournament, right, that when you have a tournament, right, and it's to the death, right, and two people enter the arena, right, generally speaking, this ends up with them hitting each other until somebody loses, right? Yeah. So, I suppose it'd be the same as going to a basketball game and wondering why they care so much about the ball. You know what I mean? And trying to get it, opposites, of course, getting in the basket, right? Put the ball in the basket, like obviously that makes no sense, right? Like, it's not like they're following the rules of a sporting event. Yeah. Sometimes I don't understand human comprehension. Sometimes it's not human. I question these people. I question them all the time. I know I do. I know you guys know I do all the goddamn time. But still, sometimes I just sit back and I'm just like, really? Is that a legit thing, or are you guys fucking with me? You know what I mean? Because it's just like, how stupid, how goddamn actually stupid do you have to be to read a tournament manga about killing each other in 1v1 and complain about two guys smacking the shit out of each other really fucking hard, and that's an issue? Like, these are the same people complaining about King and Omega and shit. Like, fuck these people. Fuck these people. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know how to enjoy anything anymore. Like, god damn it. It's like, what they want is Shakespearean, you know what they want? They want Da Vinci Code level fucking 4D chess in a fucking slugfest between two street fighters. It's the dumbest shit. It's no different than gamers. See, the problem was technology. Everything got too big. Everything got too brand. And now, if everything's not the absolute best, it's shit, right? If the graphics don't look better than I do, like realism-wise, then the graphics are shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I remember an age when we had 8-bit. When 16-bit came out, that was revolutionary. I miss my fucking Polygon GoldenEye, alright? Like, yeah, I can't stand anime fans, manga fans, gamers, all these fucking people. You're a bunch of entitled fucking spoiled children. Fucking pissing me off, man. Okay, I can keep going on that rant. I won't. I don't want to sour the end of the stream. This has been a great stream. I don't want to sour the end of this by just bitching about, back in my day, you fucking kids don't understand. I don't want to do that shit. If I can help it. So let's see. Ace said, it's crazy how a fight where you can count the total number of attacks on your hand after 7 months is so radically good and enthralling. Every swing is so impactful. Maybe people should explain that to the Kengan fan base. That just because there's only 10 attacks doesn't mean they weren't 10. Doesn't mean this fight was shit, Maybe. But yeah, no. I mean, once again, this fight was way better than anything we've seen in the real tournament. And I don't want to do the Kengan association thing because it's a totally different kettle of fish too. Like, Just because they're both tournament manga doesn't mean that that's where the similarities end. So comparing Record of Ragnarok to Kengan and Kengan to Tenkaichi and then Tenkaichi back to Kengan or Record of Ragnarok is just it's this endless cycle of like they're totally different stories. Medell says, I think those type of people of complainers wanted this fight to be fast-paced action like the others. But it's like, but they're not. They're like heavy hitters. I saw the complaints on Manga Dex in the comment section. I believe you. I believe you, man. My biggest problem, I'm going to read you actually, guys, a comment that I got on that thing after the stream when we're done. I'll read you guys a comment, and not because I'm mad at this person, but I recognize that this is the type of person that I was like sort of complaining about. It's like only people that would take offense to that video I made calling out the fucking trolls of the Kengan community, only the people that actually are trolls are going to have a problem with this. Everyone else is going to be like, I'm not so excited about the real tournament, but I mean the fights are okay at best, and that's the majority of the comments. Most people are like, yeah, this ain't 10 out of 10. But it's not 0 either, you know what I mean? And most people accept that. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so where are you people arguing against these people going, this fucking sucks, you know? That being said, anybody complaining about this fight is a fucking moron. So yeah. Final chapter before we read that, because I do want to read that to you guys. I think you guys will find that funny. In the sense that not to call out the guy, he was very respectful, and but he had a long-winded thing, and he's like, I'm not gonna watch your videos anymore and stuff like that. I guess he had a negative impression of me. Go figure. He watches one of my satire rant videos, and now he doesn't like me. But either way, it did have some points to make. So yeah. Anyway, so let's see. So, what katana fails light. Where am I? Chapter 38, the end of the 6th match. Where am I? Alright, that's a fucking shot. Let's go. Oi. Just a bit more, I see. Who are ye? What, did you forget? You said you wanted to become a katana, and I offered a helping hand. So how's it going? I can tell you're close. I wonder if this guy ever existed or if this is like PTSD like Medell was talking. Close to becoming what you want to be. Just in the shape of a sword. That is such a cool shot. My God. I'll tip my hat to you. I didn't think you had it in you to throw away your family, your friends, and your honor to get this far. Is this like his like psychosis, like his crazy side talking, like his personality? However, there's one important thing you ain't got rid of yet. Important thing? Yes. Now go and cut away everything you can feel. Jesus Christ, this thing is disgusting. What the fuck? Wait, is this supposed to be is this supposed to be? Wait, did Adachi? Is this supposed to be Adachi actually got to him before this? It's kind of with the eye and the smile. I don't know. Once you do, your soul become an immensely beautiful katana. Oi. And his eye starts shattering. Oi. Sparks flying. Oh shit. And everyone looking. Well, that spells disaster. What the? My word. Yasuke, are you alright? Shikata. They hit each other at the same time. God damn it. The problem is, one's a head trauma. Fair enough. You would think this would be the end of it, but that's a deep cut with that sword. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Saikyou's still kicking, but that sword's deep.
If I'd been just a little slow with this thrust, would have been me cutting too.
Togo. He took his... Wait. He took his head clean off? It was hard to tell from that angle. I was like, it could just be like knocked to the side like that. But god damn. So Yasuke won. The MVP is alive. Togo. Boom. He got his head. Togo's head! Slam right there. Still burning. Still lightning coming out of it. Shigekata. Huh? I see. Shigata. You're not done for yet. Oh, come on. No. I'll see if people don't like this fight if this shit happens. His head's gone. It's over.
What? He should be dead. So why isn't his aura fading? No, it's not fading, it's... What's this? Show him, Shigekata. Show him what you're made of. He's gonna take his sword out, huh? Agah! Impossible. Even after losing your head, you're going for yet another cut?
No. The art's great. I don't care. I gotta get to the end of this. I gotta know that this shit is not real. Togo Shigekata. I can't move. Everyone shocked. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes the cut. What? Ka! Now you truly are a prize sword. Attaboy, Shigekata. He's raising his sword. And a splendid way to go out, so it was. Thank Christ. Okay. That was worrying me for a second. I was like, they're about to ruin this entire manga. Thank Christ. It was no different than Adam. Okay, this was an Adam thing. That's fine. This is regular Ragnarok. He was punching long after he was dead. But he still died and he still lost. Okay. I was getting worried. Not gonna lie. Let's go. A fitting end. Yeah, I agree. A fitting end. Finally.
Togo's aura is gone. Marvelous.
The Proxy Conquest Battle Tenkaichi. Round 1, Match 6. The winner, representing Oda Nobukatsu-sama, is Yasuke. Both men clashed, yet neither fell. That's a nice ending line. For that. Okay. My God. Okay. Crazy, guys. Not gonna lie, that was crazy. What a fight, though. I'm right on that one. I'll have to do the record keeping. I know I was wrong about the Hanzo fight. I think that makes me... I'm 4 out of 6, correct? I think I'm 4 out of 6. I definitely got round... I got 5 wrong, and I got 4 wrong, I think. But I got 1, 2, and 3 correct. Now 6. So I think I'm 4 out of 6. Let's see. Ace said, leave and after decapitation, a person is alive for a few seconds, even after. Yeah, But I know that I'm well aware as my buddy's a paramedic, but the thing is, nobody could, even if someone was decapitated, nobody could do this. Even after decapitation, nobody can pick up their sword and go swinging down again. That's just not a thing. So if he had done that, I'm like, I call bullshit. They move a little bit after death, but not like that. Not like that. Just saying. Just super saying. So yeah. Ace said he wanted to be the katana on the top of the hill. And he was. He was finally. Fair enough. His character was okay. I'm not like happy he's dead or anything or gone or whatever like that. But it's all good. It's all good. Medell says next fight is Monk Boy versus Junsuke, and then it's the Ito fight. Ito Otosai. I'm going with Ito on that one for 100%, and I think I picked Monk Boy, or did I pick Junsuke? Hold on. I had this shit pulled up earlier. Who did I pick? Oh, I don't show it. I'm 100% am going with Ito Itosai, and I'm also going with, I'm pretty sure I'm going with Monk Boy, but I might be going with Junsuke. I don't know. I definitely went with Ito for the final fight, but I don't have the image pulled up, so I'm not 100%. He said the youngest fighter who can supposedly counter anything versus the revenge-driven man who uses sword draw slashes. Be interesting. I believe Toga could have killed Yasukui, but I figured there was no point of finishing the attack. I mean, I could make that argument for Heracles that everyone disagreed with in Record of Ragnarok. Everyone told me I was wrong for that too. I was like, Heracles could have killed Jack. He chose not to finish him. Because he's like, I'm already dead anyways. He was dying and he said, fuck it. Why would I kill you? I'd rather save you. You know what I mean? So. Anyways, what a match, guys. What a round. It's been fantastic. That Tenkaichi is definitely got the tournament shit down pretty good. Pretty right there, I would say. Doing a lot of things right. Now let me see about that comment section I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is the guy. Okay, so yeah. For those of you interested, I'm just going to read out this comment because it's kind of long, and my response to the comment, for those of you who haven't checked it out, I made a Kengan Omega video because we were on break last week, and it was shortly after the 267 reaction and stuff, and I realized there's so much negativity around this tournament, and I'm like, why the fuck do you people keep reading it? Like, shut the fuck up, trolls. I hate trolls. Trolls are bullies. Trolls are people who throw stones at cats, like neighborhood cats, and because they think it's funny. They harass the bear until the bear fights back, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Mommy, it hurt me." You know what I mean? So they are literally the terrible people. I hate trolls. I hate trolls because what they do is they go into fandoms. They have a marginal idea. They keep up with the series that they don't actually like. They don't like the writing. They're not enjoying it. They do it so they can ruin other people's party. And it's fucking irritating. It's one of the worst. It's conniving. It's manipulative. And they're terrible fucking human beings. And they all deserve to get shit on. But I hate trolls. Trolls are awful. So I made that video about Kengan, about talking about the community, being like why are people, like everywhere I go, people are shitting on these fights. Like if you're not enjoying it, like could you please just drop it? So that when I go onto the Reddits and when I go onto the Discords and when I go somewhere, I can see people talking about Kengan from a constructive criticism is different from negativity. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're going to just be negative week after week, like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear from you. Like, read it and be negative and shut up, or fucking, have a positive attitude, come back to the internet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's my deal. So, anyways, I made that video, and some of you watched it, some of you didn't, but I got an interesting comment on this one. It was a long one, and I feel like reading this one out because I did a response, and I hope I didn't come off as too mean or critical, and I'd like you guys to take on it, actually. Ace said, good fight overall, 100%. This is a great fight. This was a great fight. Ace said, I've correctly predicted all but match 4 so far, but the next fight is the one that I had the hardest time picking the winner. Next fight, I have Monk Boy, but, yeah. I'm pretty sure I have Monk Boy, but I'd have to go back and check my predictions. I made a video about it, so it's there. It's not like I can change it. Anyways, so this person on this video, right, said, yeah, I definitely have quit the series because I said, like, shut up or drop it. If you're going to just be negative all the time, that was my point of the video. So he said, yeah, I definitely quit the series. I really should have done so much sooner, but I was overlooking so much in the hopes of the improvement. Star Strike It Rich is much better than the alternative, and I have since invested in that work. Then he says, also, I get you're trying to say you don't understand and all, but my guy, it's not a good look to start throwing shit like you don't love yourself enough around as the reason. I, for one, have had issues with King and Omega really since KVP started, although Oma's reintroduction with the proper start of the problems and read through Galang versus Giroda. And yes, I would have discussed with others both online and in real life my issues with the manga. The reasons are very simple. For starters, it's nice to have conversations about the good and the bad for any piece of art you're consuming. Another reason is that I want to be able to see the other side and gauge the consensus to see if I'm in the minority or not. Another is that if I find it very important to be able to criticize the things you watch and read. As a child, I would just blindly consume most of the MCU movies and crushed off most of the criticism. That ultimately hurt me as I wasn't able to discern the things I actually liked from the things I wanted to like. And ultimately, when I grew up, I ended up completely falling out of love with Marvel, a situation I still find to be a pity to this day. The last reason I'll give is that what helps me to get my own creativity going so I can write my own short stories, even if I won't let anyone read them yet. Without criticism, you're not able to understand what it is you do well and what needs to be improved on. I mean, this is something I didn't mention to him, but the fact that he mentions, or maybe it's not a guy, but this person mentions, the last reason I'll give it helps me get my own creativity going so I can write my own short stories, even if I won't let anybody read them yet. But he is basically saying, I write my own stories, but I won't show anyone to them, but he's objectifying criticism. Like, you need constructive criticism to improve your work, but he will not let his own creativity be judged yet. You know what I mean? So I find it a little odd, but anyways, once again, he said he was a child watching MCU movies, so I assume he's only at 20 at best, because the first MCU movie came out in 2008. So if he was a child, let's assume that he was, even if he was 10 years old, that means he's only about 22, 23 around now, you know what I mean? So if he was watching MCU movies as a child as they were coming out, then he's only been around for a couple of decades at best. So, he's fresh on the block, and that's fine, And once again, I'm not judging that side of him, but I think that there's a little bit of, the internet has wizened people up a little bit. But anyway, so he continues to say, without criticism, you're not able to understand what it is you do well and what needs to be improved on. So how are you able to expect any improvement from anyone? You can get a bunch of yes men and people who are only consuming product for the sake of consuming product, and your story is guaranteed not to be so good as it can be. The issues with Kang and Omega's writing is larger than just his tournament. Many people's dislike for the series is merely boiling over from the series during the period of the time. I mean, okay. As for the art, just because you call it the artwork doesn't mean you expect the peak of the franchise's art at all times. Not something I said, but anyways. The proportions often are inconsistent, as are the faces, roll-ons, or low-long, whatever you call them. Face is almost totally different consistently during his fight with Homa. For comparison, people agree that the later seasons of Seven Deadly Sins has pretty bad art and animation majority of the time. This doesn't mean they're expecting. I assume this is GOHS. It's got a high school. Sakuga every episode or any of the Ufotables Fates series. Probably more fair to just say Ufotable as a whole or Fire Force. Who the fuck is Ufotable? Anyway, I don't know. We were never getting art and animation that compares to what I just mentioned, but people weren't really criticizing the animation for season 1 of 7 Deadly Sins. As for these hypocrites you speak of, so I think what he's trying to do is basically say if it's not Demon Slayer level animation, I'm saying it's shit. That's not what I'm saying, but anyways. I think I missed that part when I was responding. As for these hypocrites you speak of, that you assume want 11 out of 10 each and every week, but say artists we are overworked, could you point them out? Do you have proof these people not only want 11 out of 10 artwork every week, but are also saying manga are overworked? And can you show that this is happening consistently? Because without proof, you're just making assumptions about people and arguing against that. And that's not only an invalid argument, but it's also moving the goalpost. It's like when political commentators just say they are doing something that isn't good and this is hypocritical. Because they can never show examples of who constitutes the they in the sentence. It's just a faceless void of people you disagree with. I think this person has watched a lot of YouTube, watched a lot of podcasts, and I feel like they think they're making a really valid argument and they've learned to fight against the norms in conversation and debates. But I do feel that there is some missing key factors here, personally. Anyway, this person finishes off with, last thing, if you bother to read all this, and of course I do, once again. The reason I'm reading this out is because I want it to, not only where I responded, but to know that even if I don't always respond, if I only do a quick sentence or a couple sentences, I always read out, I read everyone's entire comments. Even if I don't respond to every point in every paragraph, I read them all. I 100% do that. Last thing, if you bother to read all this, now that this isn't meant to be an attack on you, this is literally the only video I've ever seen from you and probably will be the only one I ever see. Basically saying, I caught this, I didn't like what you said, so I'm not going to watch any more of your videos. Alright, fair enough. Nicest way you could have said it. I just wanted to get my thoughts out for you in case you were to hear from the other side for real. Well, I think he means if I actually wanted to hear from the other side, because I constantly said, please tell me what the fuck is your mindset, being like this, knowing comment sections, there's a pretty decent chance there's a bunch of people really agreeing with everything or almost everything you had to say in this rant. I mean, yeah, I got most people going like, yeah, you made some good points, but generally, like, we're still on the fence sort of idea, you know what I mean? So anyways, that's what he commented. All right, or she, or they, or it's still weird for me to use plural for a singular, but whoever this person is, that's what they commented. I felt it was a very, other than a couple of missteps, it was a very polite comment. Like, they didn't name call, attack, or do anything. Like, they even posted and said, I'm not attacking you, I hope you don't think that. And no, I didn't find it that way. They were disagreeing. They disagreed with a lot of what I said, and they were trying to rebuttal my points. That's what a debate is supposed to be. So I did appreciate that, but I think they were misled on a few things. So, anyways, that's what I got. I got that today. That was a comment today, and I spent, before I started the stream, I spent a little bit of time responding to that one. And I thought, I know that Medell and Ace, at least, are probably still in here. And both of you, I know you guys read Kengan, so I felt like you would maybe get a little bit out of that. I don't know. Anyways, so my response to this was, once again, I'm not going to go back and forth and stuff, but, he started off basically saying, I'm going to drop the series, yada, yada, yada. And so anyway, I started off by saying, good for you. If you're not enjoying the series, especially for a long time, it just makes sense to drop it and move on to something you do like. I don't think that Star is better than Kengan Mega right now, but I also think that it's a fresh start for people who want a Kengan manga to read and stop enjoying Mega. Once again, I think people are giving Star too much credit. Star is definitely no better than Omega right now. In fact, I think Omega is better than Star. But I think that people are like, okay, we want the Kengan art, the Kengan fights, the Kengan characters, but we don't want any of the fucking shit that, we don't want any of the baggage that comes with it. So they're perfectly fine with like, okay, this is in the Kengan universe. It's Kengan fights, Kengan fighters, Kengan everything, except none of the predetermined shit. So it's brand new. But it's funny because the same people are like, oh my god, I love Star so much, but they don't like Justin versus, anyways. I find it a little hypocritical personally, but whatever. But I like Star, and I'm going to start reviewing it anyways. I do indeed bother to read every comment, no matter how long. I will also try to respond to each major and minor point that you made, as much as detail as I can. And as for your first point, I think you misunderstood who that was directed at, because he mentions like, this is something I do need to read out again, because he basically says, yeah, I know you're saying to him, my guy, not a good look to start throwing shit like you don't love yourself enough around as the reason, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. It's like, oh no, you're insulting people. And I'm like, okay, so first off, here's what I said, quote by quote, because I went back, and here's what I actually said in the video was, even with a troll mindset, I have never been a troll myself, but I don't even understand. Don't you get tired of beating the dead horse week to week? When does it get boring for you? When do you move on to the next thing because you don't love yourself enough? I don't know. And I was, once again, so I was speaking about trolls here at this point. Like, I wasn't talking about just negative Kengan people. I was saying, like, even if you're a troll, why is this fun for you? Is basically what I boiled it down to. And I insulted the trolls. Trolls deserve to be insulted. And I said, the entire market was directed at trolls in the community. You know what else is not a good look, by the way? Being a troll. Trolls are no different than bullies on the internet, in my mind. And this is true. Because they are. That's exactly what they are. They're a type of bully. The type of people who keep harassing the neighborhood cat because they think it's funny. And I have no respect for them and will always throw shit at them at any given opportunity. This is also a fact. I have no time for trolling. If people are trolling and somebody gets hurt, not because they don't have a thick skin or whatever, but because they're being bullied or harassed or something, I do have an issue. I do have a problem. You know what I mean? Because trolls, here's the problem. People find it funny to poke the bear and get a reaction. And then it's funny. It's the little brother syndrome, right? Little brothers will poke until you blow up and mom and dad get mad at you for blowing up at your little brother. But he's the fucking little shit instigator, right? That's what a troll is. Trolls are little brothers. They're shitheads. They're horrible. I have a little brother, so I should know. And that is literally what trolls are. And I'm saying that, yeah, no, they deserve everything. Anything negative I say about them, they fucking deserve it. So, and then I continue with, now with that being said, I'm not calling you a troll for disliking Kengan Omega. Because, once again, you can like or dislike what you want. In fact, I also believe there's a lot of valid criticisms for this series. And I certainly would not say it's amazing or even great as a whole. Once again, I think Kengan Omega is a 6 right now at best. Like, overall, Kengan Omega is a 6. Ashura is an 8. Even a 9. But Omega is probably a 6. Just above average. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I said, I'm not calling you a troll for chatting with people on the internet about Kengan Omega with negative but valid opinions week to week. What I am saying is that if you only bring negative takes every week for months or even years, you argue against anyone who says they like this current fight or character or chapter and tell them it sucks every time, that's not criticism, that's trolling. And as I said in the video, if I didn't enjoy the last season of a show, why in the bloody hell would I watch the next season? Or the season after that one, in fact. If you've had issues with Kengan Omega between Oma coming back and the start of KVP, according to your comment, that is 4 years. Week to week, if you guys were caught up at that point, Oma came back over 4 years ago. KVP started almost 3 years ago. So that's 4 years of week to week. And they've had a problem with this manga since then. So that is 4 entire years of reading something you do not like, assuming you have been reading it week to week. I would drop a series before it got past the 1 year mark in the future. That's just my opinion for you. That said, you mentioned being a child when the MC movies were coming out, so perhaps you caught up much later and only started reading week to week recently. Like, once again, I can't assume, but mentioned they were a child, but also mentioned they hated this. It's like, well, did you binge it up to, like, what point did you start reading week to week? Because that is a factor, of course. I think that's a factor. And then I continue and say, constructive criticism and negativity sometimes walk a very fine line. Telling someone that this is not good, make it better, that's negative. This is not good, here's how to improve it, that's constructive. And that's the problem that I find. That's the difference between people who are like, oh, I'm not negative, I'm not a troll, blah, blah, blah. It's just that this shit sucks. It's like, yeah? Tell me how it would be better. Tell me how to fix the plot. Don't tell me what you want in the plot. Tell me how the plot would work better. Tell me how you would improve it. Tell me what you didn't like in the chapter from a narrative perspective. Like, give me examples. Don't just say the whole chapter sucks. Worm plotline sucks. Why? What part of the worm plotline sucks? Dara doesn't have fashion. Okay, which panel? You know what I mean? Like, give me, like, he asks for proof, I'm asking for proof. Like, when people do these blanket statements, I want proof too. Nobody provides it, though. Then I continue and said, every week you go on Discord, Reddit, or YouTube, you will see people, sometimes anonymous, depending on the platform, etc., complain or make fun of perfectly fine week-to-week art. When the art is bad or has mistakes, that's not an issue. You know, we all make fun of the, like, oh, they forgot to draw the pinky finger or something. Now, granted, I did mention maybe I am on the wrong forums threads or too many of them. And by the way, I did review Nanatsu no Taizai 7 Deadly Sins for many years. Because I did. I reviewed it before it was an anime, by the way. But both the manga week to week and the anime as the seasons came out, and we all agreed that the later seasons were animated horribly, even with Netflix correcting a lot of the worst parts later on. I feel this is not a good comparison to make, as the first 2 seasons of Nanatsu no Taizai were done by A1 Pictures and had top-tier art and animation, while it was passed off to Studio Dean for the rest. Studio Dean suffered from an overworked and understaffed environment with a crunched timeline, completely unrealistic to produce a quality product. So I think the problem is, unfortunately, he brought up an example to try to beat or rebuttal my argument, but I'm kind of one of the 7 Deadly Sins guys on YouTube. I reviewed it for fucking years, like literally years, on 2 separate channels, this one included, plus all the seasons and episodes that they came out, plus the movies, plus 4 nights, plus everything. I've been in that bracket a long time. You're not going to surprise me with the Nanatsu no Taizai facts. You know what I mean? Like, I know my shit. So it's like, yeah. That probably was a, you know, he threw an amateur javelin and I'm an Olympic spear. You know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah. So I think I got that one. But, so I know what he was trying to say, but he wasn't making the best comparison either. And I said, I'll have to answer the last part in the short order as the response is getting quite lengthy already. And I said, could I point out these people? Yes. Are they the same people who are? Yes. Are they doing this consistently? No. I said, so I'm 2 for 3, I guess. Not too bad. And I freely admitted that because he was calling me out like I was some politician and stuff, which that was the part I found a little bit insulting. He was like, I want proof, otherwise you're being like a politician and stuff. And I'm like, well, I mean, I could, once again, this video was just a rant, but I mean, I could go back through all of manga decks, 4 discords, all the Reddit forums, go back 4 years and take snapshots of every little bit. It would probably take me a few weeks to compile everything and show a pattern. What a waste of my goddamn time. But I'm like, yeah, I could. And then so I just answered the consistency thing with a no, because I'm just like, never mind. Because nobody in their right mind said, oh, I'm glad Akira Toriyama's dead. Nobody said that, right? But people shit all over Akira Toriyama the week before he died, you know what I mean? Go find those comments, you know what I mean? Go to Internet Archives, right? It happens. Like, the fact that this guy is trying to say, oh, no, but can you find that? It's like, come on, man. You telling me, really? If I show you one, how many examples you want? You know? If I give you 6, are you good? 12, 24? Like, what's your number? You know what I mean? Because I could spend the time and find it. It does exist. I'm just like, I'm not willing to fucking say yes and then him call me out and then me having to fucking... Yeah, that's way too much work. So, And then I did respond kindly at the end and say, I did not take it as an attack. I appreciate your honesty, which I do. I do. Other than that last little bit and the first little bit, I felt it was very polite, very honest, very just open, and said, as I hope you appreciate my rebuttals to your comments. Probably not the best first video of mine to have watched, but that was an exaggeration dialed up to 11 for entertainment's sake kind of video, just to ruffle feathers as it were. So I do admit, I'm like, listen man, don't take my energy too seriously. I'm trying to dial it up, for entertainment purposes, so take what you will, And that was pretty much it. So, I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad. I try to be nice on the comments, but I feel like people who don't understand that it's satire half the time. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's just manga. I mean, someone can look me dead in the face and say, Lord of the Rings sucks. And I'll be like, you're fucking wrong. Well, it's an opinion. No, you're wrong. And we can go back and forth all fucking day. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm sick and tired of wasting my breath on you. If you don't like it, don't read it. But stop fucking telling me it sucks. Eventually, you're going to get a punch in the face. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what are you trying to do? Once again, it's a trolling. It's a troll. It's a bully tactic. You want to get a rise out of me. That's the only reason you do it. You're trying to get a rise out of me. Trying to push the buttons. And then all of a sudden, you'll cry, wham, 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 when fucking somebody gets attacked. And it's like, well, you shot the shit first, and not my fucking problem. You know what I mean? So, when I make videos like that, and I'm like calling out some people, I notice that some people who comment semi-passive aggressively, I'm like, yeah, you're butthurt. You're butthurt that I'm calling your shit out, and you don't like it. So, that's what I noticed. But what do I know? And thank you guys very much. We have 6 likes total. I'm hoping to get to 10 likes by the time the VOD comes out and stuff like that, like in the next week or so. Hoping that that's the case. Medell says, I want to mention Iron, who is reading Kengan, but is very critical on the chapter. Oh, I've seen his shit. I had an interaction with him, Ace, and I think Jobber last week or whatever, and I'm like, this guy is such a fucking troll. I was like, I cannot be around Iron. Like, he is literally a troll. He is literally just... Him and Jobber, I cannot fucking stand. I'm not gonna lie. Because they're either they're actively trolling, or they have to be. Or they're actually mad and they're childish. One or the other. They're either childish or trolling. Or both. Either way, there's no way a reasonable human being behaves this way. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, he's reading Kengan, is very critical in the chapter, and I also saw him mention that there was no good fight after KVP, which I don't think he brings up anymore. Yeah, and that's just a fucking wrong statement. Is there a 10 out of 10 fight after KVP? No. But is there no good fights after KVP? No. There are definitely very good fights after KVP. Saikyou versus Okubo, right there. That was a good fight. Medell said, also, he brings up his reason why he continues reading Omega due to Sandro possibly writing good fights. Yeah, like, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. I hate the fact that he's one of those people who's like, so I've been hating on the series for half a decade, reading week to week. I shit on everybody who likes it, and I say, my series is better than your theory. But then he sits back and is like, but I keep reading it because maybe it'll get good one day. It's like, listen, we'll give you a call. Like, seriously. Ace said, he's the biggest Tenkaichi fan who does really good page colorings, but any series besides Tenkaichi, he seems to despise as is. Which, once again, Tenkaichi, sorry, the series is an 8. At best. I would give it a 7. Maybe a 6. It's good. Nothing here is, like, mind-boggling great. Some fantastic art. Okay. Interesting dynamic, sure. But at the end of the day, it's a Japanese tournament manga with good art. Kengan did it. Record of Ragnarok did it. both of them did it before this series started. I'm just saying that, like, it's not an original concept or anything. So, like, once again, I like Tenkaichi, but the man is acting like Tenkaichi is 11 out of 10 and Kengan Omega is a 0, and he's fucking stupid for it. Mark. Oh, Mark's in here. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Thanks for the like. I assume you jumped in here and gave me that like. Thanks, man. He said, hello, did you finish reading the fight? Yeah, I did. Sorry you missed it, man. I know, normally I would go 5 hours to read 6 chapters, but it is what it is. I love the fight, though. The fight was fantastic. Definitely go check out the VOD if you're interested. It was really good. It was really good. Ace said, yes, he did. Medell said, I also want to mention that he is on the Mysterious Weaves Discord, but is only on Tenkaichi, but he is only critical on Mist Discord, but not on Weeb's Discord. Go figure that. Go figure. Mysterious Weeb's actually entered my streams a couple of times. I mean, I've never really spoken to him, but, you know, maybe I should. Maybe I should reach out to Weeb and be like, hey, want to talk some Kengan shit? Maybe. Maybe I could collab with the man. I don't know. Probably busy, but I wouldn't mind collabing with him. I collabed with Dio and I collabed with Misk. I mean, any other bigger, you know? Mark and I should do it. Mark, you ready to talk some shit? I don't know. Yeah. Because Mark's a little, just a wee bit more popular than I am. Yeah, I never mind collabing with anybody. I like collabing. I find collabs are fun. Collabs are fun. Whether on my channel or their channel or whatever, I always find collabs to be fun. Because usually you can just shoot the shit like a podcast. I mean, you come up with a few direct questions, like here's our, you know, our 4 main topics. We want to cover these 4 topics. You make like a 45-minute video and then you're done. It's usually fun. But interesting that he won't talk shit in Weave's Discord, but he talks shit in Misk's because he can get away with it. Then again, you can get away with a lot of shit in Misk's Discord until you can't. Misk's Discord is kinda, it used to have rules and now it's like it's rules. There are levels of that. That is one problem with Misk's Discord. Misk's Discord used to be sound and pretty rule bend and everybody followed the rules. Now it's like there's an upper echelon, there's a ruling class. And it's like they can get away with a lot of shit and people who aren't active enough don't get away with anything. God forbid you have an opinion that goes against one of the main people that talk in VC every day. You'd be in trouble. Villain dropped a like. Oh, thank you, Villain. So it was Villain, not Mark. Mark, where's your like button, man? Come on, man. But thanks, Villain. Appreciate that. Ace said, you got any questions about the fighters I can answer before you end? No. I'm good on the fighters. I'm interested to see their interpretation in the fight. I knew most of the fighters going in, so I'm not as surprised by some of them, you know what I mean? I already know most of their history. Maybe not as well as you, Ace, but yeah, I do know. Mark said, I think so far as for the first round of a tournament, it's very solid. I think round 2 will decide if it's a great series. That's fair. Like, once again, I'm not shitting on the series. Once again, when we talk 0 out of 10, 5 means average. You know what I mean? Too many people use 5 as a 0. Like, 0 to 5 isn't a 0. Once again, I've talked about this many times. But, so when I say it's a 7, that means it's a good series. It's good, it's not great. You know, if you wanted to put a name to it, it'd be 5 be average, 6 be good, 7 be great, 8 be awesome, 9 be amazing, 10 be perfect. You know, I'm just pulling those out of my head. But a general idea, you get what I'm saying? And then below that, 4 would be below average, 3 would be not so great, 2 would be this is bad, 1 would be terrible, and 0 would be awful. You know what I mean? That's the way you would have to do it. And I noticed how Mark completely avoided hitting the like button, and also about my mention of, hey, you want to collab sometime? Get me some more viewers? Just to call Mark out because I'm a dick. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know of anything else really to bring up here. We hit the 3-hour mark. We did well. So the VOD will be out, and when match 7 is concluded in a little while, I'll do the same thing. I'll just read the whole thing at once. I like doing it this way. I really do. Now, granted, hopefully either tomorrow or Sunday, I'll be doing Shimatsu no Valkyrie, both Chapter 91, and I might even end up doing a bonus and reading that apparently the translated chapter for the spin-off came out for the God series fight. I might read that too on that stream, so look forward to that too. Ace said, it's interesting that out of all the monthly tournament-based manga that are currently running, none of them have gotten to round 2 or a person fighting a second fight. That is kind of weird, you know? We gotta expect the same thing. But I agree with Mark. It's like, you need to get into the real meat and potatoes of a series before you decide whether the series is great or not. Like, everyone after around round 3 and 4 of Record Ragnarok, people would have called that 10 out of 10. Now it's most people down to a 4. Now I know there's not rounds in that one, but we have 13 fights. So we're past the halfway mark, right? So once you get past that halfway mark and things, then you can sort of see. And that, I think that's what Mark's sort of implying. It's like, let's get into the series a little bit further before we start judging it. You know, because you can have a strong start. You can have a great start. 30, 40 chapters of fantastic writing, and then you drop off. Then it's shit. You know? Stories with a strong beginning don't necessarily have a great middle. You know, it is what it is. Adele said the spin-off title is Record of Ragnarok God's Apocalypse. There you go. So maybe I'll read that tomorrow alongside of the 91. Maybe so. We'll have to wait and see. Ace said, Star Striker Rich is still too young to say it's better than other series. They always start with the rapid-fire mini-arcs that escalate. Exactly. So when people are like, like Iron says it, this person in the comments said it, Jobber says it, like everyone's like, oh, Star Striker Rich. It's like, guys, it's 25 chapters. It's 24 chapters with no connection to Kengan, and you think it's like sliced bread. You think it's so great. I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, I like Star. Like, I want to start reviewing it, and that's why I made the poll, and most people accepted. Like, yeah, you should start reviewing it week to week or month to month or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'll start doing that because I like it. But I don't think it's better than Omega. I don't think it's worse than Omega, but I don't think it's better. I think they're both solid 7s. You know? Some chapters are like, holy shit, that's a solid 9. Some chapters are like, all right, that's a 5. You know what I mean? There's ebbs and flows with everything. Book series, manga, movies, you know? Just because Empire Strikes Back is your favorite movie doesn't mean Star Wars and Return of the Jedi sucks. It just means that, you know, maybe you just like Empire Strikes Back more than the other two. It's fine with that. They said it's every 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Every 2 weeks. Whatever. Every 2 weeks. That's fine. So if nobody has anything else, then yeah, it's been over the 3-hour mark. I wanted to get this done in under 2.5, but we started talking about Kengan and other things and stuff anyway, so it's fine. Mark said, I was the same thing after round 2 of Cat. It was definitely a great series after that, and fortunately stuck the landing. Exactly. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but to go off on... For one thing, I would argue that the beginning... Some of the stuff in the beginning of Ashura is very, very weak. I've been rereading Ashura, and I'm up to the end of round 1, and I recognize there's some weak-ass shit there. That they... Character traits and character not-so-great parts, they sort of... Yeah, forget about that early shit from the first 30 chapters. That never happened, you know what I mean? And they sort of move on and stuff like that, right? like Oma's aversion to women and not knowing a fucking thing about them and stuff like that. He was talking all kaede, hey, you want to go fuck, or you know, your panties wet for me or some shit, bitch. Like, he was talking some shit to her. Then all of a sudden he's all respectful and grown up and matured and all that shit. And I mean, granted, years have gone by and stuff, but still, like, we don't really see that evolution. We just accept, oh yeah, we tend to forget, like, Rihito and Oma and all these guys were like, I'm gonna rape you, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, that was some hardcore shit that went on early Kengan that we tend to forget. He said, that art style shift at the end of round 1 of the cat is like a different person. 100%. There's another thing. The art style shift, not even just the character traits, the language that's been toned down and all that stuff, but the art. And once again, the art obviously improved. It improved 100%. And I noticed a big shift once they got on the boat. I think there's a shift between before boat and after boat, and then round 1 to round 2. Big shifts in art styles. But still, the first one was very rough, but it's still very sketchy, very good in its own right, in a certain way, in a certain homey sense, and then, yeah. Alright, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's kind of it. Mark said, I personally think we spent a little too much time on the boat. We did. We did. I think we were setting up Kaede and Oma for life, man. Kaede and Oma for life. That was... they heavy were implying for the first 50, 60 chapters of that shit, they were heavily implying that Kaede and Oma were a couple. Like, they were going to get together by the end of the series. They were implying that shit hard. I'd like to think that in the end of Omega they're going to get together, but that's just my romantic heart. Theodore's in here. Hey, Roy. Theodore? Hello, long time no see. What's up, man? And Ace said not as much as Berserk did. I mean, fair point. Fair point. Anyway, thanks for the likes, guys. Alright, so I know you just got in here, Roy, my man. But we really are ending this. It's been over 3 hours, and I only intended for 2.5. But I'm glad it started so early. It's only 9:30. I can get some other shit done. Maybe get some other content on the go. Edit a few more things for you guys. And once again, Shumatsu no Valkyrie stream, ladies and gentlemen, out here. Maybe as early as tomorrow, but if not, Sunday for sure. So definitely watch out for that one. Chapter 91. Maybe even read some of that first chapter of the spinoff, Gods of the Apocalypse. So look forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you guys didn't catch it, enjoy the VOD at this point. I think I did really fun with the voices and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for the 8 likes. Thanks for all the viewers. Thank you to Roy for jumping in last minute. Ace, Mark, Medell, who else was in here? Justin was in here. Misk was in here. Met was in here. I think that's it. Maybe Caden was in here at some point. Anyways, thanks to all you guys for being in the chat. Keeping the chat alive is fantastic. I appreciate all you guys for keeping the chat always working, because it does make streams that much more enjoyable. Otherwise, I would just record a video. You know what I mean? I would just record a video and then, review it and then post it, But I like the interaction with you guys live. I love talking to you guys. All of you, both big, small, indifferent, male, female, yada, yada, yada. And everything in between that. Apparently this is a lot now. So, anyways. Alright, thanks guys. We'll see you guys back next time for the next match number 7 of Tenkaichi. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend.